Time to spill the motherfucking beans.
Yeah. I'm about to spill all the beans on these motherfuckers.
Folks, welcome to the woods of wisdom. We are hungry wolves here
Yes.
in the woods of wisdom.
Whoa.
These be woods, and we are hungry wolves. Something happened, Robbie?
Yeah, I think I have the episode open, so it's just like echoing. So
okay.
I heard you say that wolves thing like 4 times.
Okay, cool. Well, that's how good the joke was.
I know. And I heard back, I'm about to spill the beans on these motherfuckers. I was like, we already have that on the soundboard? Was it that cringe that we already have that on the soundboard?
Oh, yeah, we should get that on the soundboard. What kind of beans do you think he was talking about? Like bushes? Ranch
It's so
style?
funny to try and sound badass with the phrase spill the beans. Like, that's my favorite part. He's like, I'm about to go bean mode on all of these.
I was the bee's knees up there on that stage.
I'm about to dish. I'm about to spill the tea, sis. Yeah, it's just they let in the wolf. They didn't even want to book me. I stormed the stage, actually.
But if you give a guy a chance,
yeah,
give him a chance.
What, like,
Chance has fucking 4 syllables all of a sudden.
And he also talks like, and I'll introduce the show in a second. But he also,
This is important.
But he also talks like he wasn't like invited or something, and he's like, "Oh, they all regretted having me on there." It's like, no, I think that you were booked for a corporate event, and it sounds like oh my god, he's so great.
Friend of the show, Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah, welcome to friend of the show. We'll have him on. Welcome to the Crowder Boys. I'm here with Dalton Pruitt, Crack Amico, and Sweeze is in the building. Everybody,
yo, we got motherfucking Sweeze in here.
Glad to be here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So drama alert. Fucking, I guess I'm banned from Skankfest.
Ooh.
Don't even trip on that, Robbie.
I love that I didn't even do anything.
Look,
I literally didn't do anything.
Here's the thing, Lewis, and I'm sure he's the same way as a boyfriend, but he treats all of his subordinates like this. He wants you to think that you need him, Robbie.
Yeah.
You don't need Lewis.
Yeah. No. I just really wanted to meet Casey Rocket.
I also want to interject by saying that anybody that says that like Dalton is douchey for wearing sunglasses on the show, which I'm a sunglasses inside guy. I just wear these normal glasses lately. But for anyone that says Dalton's gay for wearing sunglasses inside, the sun is beaming directly on his face right now. He needs those glasses.
The sun really is just bearing down on me right now. So.
That's some whipping your ass right now.
Mm-hmm.
I should probably wear sunglasses indoors because I think my eyes freak people out sometimes.
Oh, you got Norton eyes? Blinky.
Yeah, I got Norton. I also have Norton ass. It's frequently filled with a trans penis.
But all right, so about this, let's get serious, as Lance Storm would say.
One second.
Let's
First $2, Drew Huntley, folks. You can smash that super chat button. It's going to me. We're getting the 2 Real Ass for Skankfest fund going. I will be hiring a lawyer. To get myself unbanned.
We're starting our own festival, Ideas Fest. Step into the arena.
I wanted to tell Lewis, Skankfest is too small for me. I'm an arena act now.
Maybe
the arena
we should
of
do Arena Fest.
Ooh.
And we'll start with first time, humble beginnings. We'll do it in a small club.
Parking lot.
Headliner Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert Arenas, Gilbert Godfrey,
regular
Godfrey.
Wait a second. We just glossed over that super chat. Sweeze, how is Sumo?
Sumo's good. He's being watched by my mom right now, so I made the proper care for him in my absence. So don't worry, everybody. Sumo is great.
You have a higher voice than I thought you would, because you're like a big man. I feel like you could take me down very easily.
Yeah, you have like Paul Walter Hauser in that show Blackbird.
I thought you were gonna talk like a wigger. I'll be honest. I thought there was gonna be a black accent going on. Like, yo, my mom's is out. I'm trying to fuck some fat ladies.
Ayo.
Yeah, my mom's watching the dog. I got some pussy coming over.
Yeah, Sweeze is our helper for the day, so he'll just be mostly sitting back watching. You can let us do a lot of the heavy lifting because this is a dangerous job. that we're doing here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Don't want to catch any strays in the arena, y'all.
Oh, no, you don't want that.
I come in peace.
No, you don't want that at all. One person tried and he's dead now.
Yes.
Yeah,
He
you
tried
got
to
to come
jump
in
into the arena.
If you're not a hungry wolf, you might as well not even step in.
if you're not a hungry wolf, why are you even trying to eat?
We
You know what I'm
spilleth the beans.
I am the tiger that ate Siegfried and Roy. I am.
That would make a lot of sense, actually.
I am the bull that they have to run away from in Spain or whatever. Like he's one of those combat guys. He's one of those arena ideas guys, but
he really
so
is.
even worse.
One of my favorite things about that clip is you can tell how much somebody gets complimented by how they take a compliment, which for me, I obviously get complimented a lot because of the amazing things I do. But whenever I get a compliment, there's two things that people that don't receive compliments all the time, including myself, do. You either go, oh, stop, or you like self-deprecate and you're like, no, I fucking suck. Either one of those I found is kind of like disingenuous, because we all appreciate compliments, especially if we work hard on something. So I usually go, oh, thank you, man. Like I just give a sincere thank you, man. And in this video, this dude, I think it was Will Compton with him, like the Bussin' with the Boys guy, was like, yeah. And it wasn't just a compliment. It was a complete dick ride. He goes, man, you were the fucking superstar of that roast. And Tony just goes, oh, just wait, I'm about to spill the bean. Like he doesn't even address the compliment. He's just like, obviously I'm fucking amazing, but just wait, I got something else that makes me even more
I'm about to spill the beans on this motherfucker.
That's such an insane reaction to someone like being like, dude, Tony, you're the man. Yeah, well, I'm about to spill the beans.
By the way, the beans he spilled were not that juicy. He just said, they wanted me to do one thing, but I ended up doing a different thing.
They wanted me to sit at the table, and I walked around.
Yeah.
Yeah, spill the beans classically means like you're about to, like if somebody spills the beans, you're like, oh, Dalton spilled the beans on what we were playing. It's almost like you revealed some shit that wasn't supposed to be out there. Like Tony, he just told a story.
Tony, you need some better beans, honestly. Those are not very good beans.
Yeah, I've been saying that for a while with a lot of these people. Y'all need better beans.
You need to take a trip to Boston, go to Beantown, get some better beans. Because right now, the ones he spilled, those are low quality beans. I wouldn't even put them in a chair.
Yeah. Okay. So that's one good way we can start the show, well, guys. What's your favorite bean?
Oh, jelly.
Baked with barbecue sauce.
Baked is very good. Yeah, like Bush's baked beans. Yeah, those are good.
I don't like beans very much. I like butter bean. The boxer.
Mister is probably my favorite bean.
Mister is a good bean.
Yes.
A woman's clitoris is sometimes referred to as a bean.
The flicking the bean.
Flicking the bean.
Mexican people.
Yeah, Mexicans.
Yeah, I was thinking when I saw the Tony thing, I was like, you know, Carlos Mencia, he be out here spilling the beaners.
He spilled the bean. Yeah.
What about ranch? You guys ever have ranch style?
Ranch style beans?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I've ever heard of that.
Sweeze, you're in Texas. You've never had ranch style beans?
Is that kind of the barbecue baked beans or something from a can and they put some ranch in it?
It's the black can, and ranch does go good in them. Yeah.
C-Dumps $5 says, "Oh shit, hi Sweeze."
What up, Dumps?
I'm really amused by the thought of people clicking on this for drama, and we're just talking about our favorite beans.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. Rest in peace, Anthony Quinn. We're talking cans of beans right now.
Well,
all right, tough guy.
Here's the thing. We're sort of like radio extraordinaires, and we're kind of old school in that way. So it's like when you got drama, you tease your audience. You don't get right into it. You talk about Tony Hinchcliffe. You talk about beans.
Because we're about to spill the beans on these. Actually, you know, when I say "where's my cans," I'm talking about beans. I'm asking for my can of beans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta hit the rails again. Where's my cans?
So we have about to give these boys the business.
I'm about to spill the beans. We have Sweeze here, who the chat is loving so far. Sweeze, you're very popular.
Everybody loves Sweeze. Sweeze is a integral figure in podcasting.
And by the way, let me help Robbie make a little scratch. If anybody has and maybe hold your questions until we get done talking about Beans and Tony Hinchcliffe and
We will get
Luis
back to
J.
the Beans.
Gomez. But as we engage with Sweeze here in the arena, be sure to super chat questions that you may want to ask Sweeze.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
No. Is that what you wanted? Oh, I thought of this. Mahergent Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Random.
Oh
God, dude. Yeah, we're descending further into psychosis.
Is that the band with Paul McCartney and Ringo Marr?
And Ringo Marr and
John Marlin.
Yoko Ono rule.
Yoko, okay.
Yoko, okay. Yeah, that's good. Oh man. So Sweeze is basically constantly seems to watching a podcast. I mean,
he's technically watching one right now. He's a part of it, but he's also listening to it.
Yeah, this is sort of like when John Malkovich climbs into the Malkovich hole.
Yeah, this might be the end for me. When I watch this back later, I'm at just too much podcasts. So yeah, constantly doing things, constantly watching pods.
That's good. Yeah.
It took a toll on every bit of my life. So
I see you've got some water back there. At least you're staying hydrated.
Yeah.
No, those are piss bottles.
I took some inspiration on Dalton as far as he's really been getting into Coke Zeros. So I was like following his type, and I just felt really bad. So after that, I'm like, okay, keep some water by me.
No, this is this is a very important moment for you. Look at what a role model you are to our audience. You gotta stop drinking 12 Coke Zeros a day.
I do need to stop, dude. The other day I got a 20 pack of Coke Zeros, and I was alarmed at how fast it was gone. It was like 2 days, and I was out of Coke Zero.
Doesn't your belly get sick? I feel like if I drink a full soda in like an hour, my belly starts crumbling.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday I did have violent diarrhea, so I don't know if that was the Coke Zeros.
Is that your Insane Clown Posse name?
Violent diarrhea.
That's your Juggalo alter ego.
Yeah, violent diarrhea and Shaggy 2 Dump.
As inspiring though as Dalton was with the Coke Zeros and what not to do, I did pick up a rotisserie chicken based off of one of his episodes last week. I ate it, but then I woke up and then that rotisserie chicken was gone. So it was either me or Sumo. So he might have almost killed my dog. I'm just kidding.
Sumo got to eat too.
Sumo got to eat. Yep.
Yeah, and rotisserie chicken ain't nothing wrong with a good old rotisserie.
Rotisserie's good, and it's very affordable.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, about like $7 usually at Harris Teeter, my local grocery store. You guys have like a Heb or whatever, right?
HEB.
We got some offshoots. Yeah.
We got Harris Teeters and Food Lions here in Carolina.
Oh, you got a Food Line?
Yeah, we got Food Lions.
You got a Piggly Wiggly?
We do have Piggly Wigglies.
No.
You know who might have eaten that chicken is Tony because he's a hungry wolf.
Oh. And you are in Texas, you've said.
Yeah, that's true.
He might have been lurking around.
So much better than LA.
Yeah, let's go back and do the biggest show we've ever done.
Yeah.
We don't need LA at all unless we all of the sudden do.
You know what's funny?
Unless even one corporation asks us to come.
Yeah.
We are the rebels. Austin, we are anti-industry, but if Netflix asks us to do anything, we will come, and if the audience boos Netflix, I will scold them.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
The funny thing about Austin is once you get off of 6th Street or South Congress, like those two streets, it's mostly just like highway.
That is the only funny thing about Austin.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think Congress Street is kind of funny because there's a bunch of clowns there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lewis, you regretting your decision to ban me yet?
Yeah. Oh, wait. If you really want to break out the big guns, Peter might have to surface.
Oh,
and then if Lewis gets that clip, you're fucking shooting.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'll actually see. Let me go ask Peter if he wants to come on. He's a little shy.
Oh.
Okay. He's gonna go talk to Peter. I think while Robbie's coming back, while he's talking to Peter, hold on.
Okay. Oh, I guess Peter agreed to pop in for a minute.
Peter, what do you think about my Skankfest ban? What do you think about my Skankfest ban? Hey, Lewis, remember the time you banned Robbie for no reason and you just kind of bullying him and no one really knows if it's a bit or not? But everyone knows he'd be really funny on the shows at Skankfest. Anyway, I booked him for Peter Fest because it seems today that all you see is violence and Tony on that Skankfest TV. All right, Peter, enough. Jesus, I'm sorry, man. He said some stuff I wouldn't have said.
That was a longer setup than Peter usually does.
He's drunk. I forgot to tell you guys.
This is a great show.
Yeah.
We have Peter. Peter, it's weird you can hear him without the mic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he projects,
Yeah, I imagined the other day I had something that I imagined in my imagination where
you imagine something in your imagination, really?
Yeah.
Where else do you imagine things?
And then I thought about it and I thought, what if Peter Griffin was Superman and Clark Kent, and then he'd be like Lois to Lois Lane,
Oh, hey, Lois. It's me.
The remix, Lois.
It's the remix, Lois. I'm Clark.
Those are the best words of the year.
I love It's the remix, Lois, so much. Lois. I think I hope that shows up in other rap songs.
I might have to throw it in some.
It's the remix, Lois.
If I ever do a remix, that's going in there like 6 different times.
I fucking love It's the remix, Lois.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I want to apologize. Sorry, I was looking at my phone just now. I have gotten my ass kicked by Wall Street today, folks. This is not.
I'm the hungry wolf of Wall Street.
This is not financial advice. Do not invest in the stock market. Not financial advice.
You're about to spill the beans on the stock market?
I'm about to spill the beans on the stock market. Don't do it. I'm sure I have a feeling some things will bounce back, but man, today sucked ass. It was bad.
Yeah, I had to get out. I can't handle it.
I mean, it's a thrill ride. It's a rush, but just imagine being up a bunch of money and then losing a bunch of money.
All right, BSO $5. Questions for Sweeze? Yes, please. Super chat us questions for Sweeze. It's an open floor. Question for Sweeze: 2 fat girls at once or 1 skinny one? Good question.
That's a very good question. Sweeze?
He didn't specify looks, so quantity over 1. So I'd rather take 2 fat ones than 1 skinny, but I'm open to all things, so that's where it's at.
He's open.
Great answer, BSO. Great question.
I think you'd have to be a fool to not take any 2 women over maybe even the finest of broads.
I mean, that's an
experience.
Yeah, I would have sex with 2 Zach Amicos.
Yeah. I would have sex with Tuesdays with stories.
That's like an 8-some.
Yeah.
He ate some, all right.
Yeah.
Damn. See Lewis? Look what you're missing. When's the last time anybody on Real Ass Podcast besides Zach Amico was that quick?
Yeah.
I mean, it's clearly and here's what I'm gonna say, and let's get serious for a moment, Lance Storm. I think that I have faith in my big brother, Louis J. Gomez. I think he's doing a little bit of a bit. I don't mean to peel the curtain back or anything. I trust him. But I think he's just having a fun little bit. I think you're going to come to Skankfest. I don't know if Robbie on the street's going to happen, but I think you'll be there. But and if you're not, I'm starting to question Lewis's judge of talent.
Well, I'm no Pauly Shore, that's for sure.
Lewis loves me.
Yeah,
Lewis loved Dalton. And so, with that token, why would he not love
mine
you?
was in the past tense. He loved Dalton at one time. Yeah.
Well, if you were still around, he'd still love you.
Yeah.
You just
It's funny though too, because he used to trash me because people were always shitting on me. But then when people want me to be booked and are nice to me, it's also a problem. So I don't know how the fuck to please these people.
I think he's just being an impractical jokester.
Ooh.
I think I don't think this is real heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this.
If I wanted heat, I'd watch fucking De Niro and Pacino.
I think this push and pull with Lewis, this sort of oh, he loves you and then he hates you and you never know where you stand with him. Robbie, what you're experiencing is like this is the reason his most recent relationship and all relationships have fallen apart.
I have a feeling I might be the victim of some residual breakup anger.
I think any woman would be lucky to be with Luis J. Gomez, and I have to assume that whatever happened, it was either mutual and they were two adults that wanted to move on with their lives, or it was that bitch's fault.
Yeah. Yeah, even though I'm enemies with Lewis right now, we support all men on this show. So
that's true. We support all men and we believe no bitches.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Lewis, we know that this is we don't need to break down the wall, but this is obviously a work.
Yeah,
the Rattlesnake and RG 2.0 will be united at Skankfest.
Absolutely.
We've also covered the hot subject of Tony Hinchcliffe and how much he actually stinks as a human being, and the beans. So the beans have been spilt. The beans are all over the table. The juice is in our eyes.
I don't know what they're gonna bet.
Bean juice everywhere. It's such a fucking mess right now, dude.
Jeez, we're like the Chicago Miracle Mile. There's a fucking bean on the table, or there's they have a giant bean.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So we just shot our load of beans everywhere. And so now I think it's time for the show to actually start. I think
let's start the show.
We start digging into Sweeze God just a little bit.
I like beanie weenies.
Beanie weenie.
Oh,
what is that?
One more thing about the Tony thing though, because I went viral because I sarcastic. I was like, "This is freaking badass." And two things happened. A lot of comics DM'd me. They're like, Tony fucking sucks.
Well, don't say anything else, Robbie.
I won't say anything else.
No,
they will not DM you anymore. If you
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it was more than one. There was quite a few. And the other is that fucking
Jeremiah Watkins, by the way.
Yeah, it was Jeremiah did it. No.
He fucking hilarious though.
I think I mean I can't say for sure, but the other thing was a lot of his fans thought I was being sincere, and that reveals a lot about his fans. Like, who are like, yeah, this is freaking badass. Like,
I mean, like, if you would have said this is fucking awesome, maybe some people could have interpreted. You censored frickin'.
Yeah, I censored the I in frickin'.
Anybody who didn't notice that is just retarded. That was actually very. That was very funny. Both of you guys have done very funny things that I've liked lately. Robbie, it was you with the fucking censoring frickin'. That's one of my favorite things I've ever seen. And Dalton, I might have just been listening to it. I might have been fucked up in my brain. Maybe you hit the soundboard, but I'm pretty sure on this last podcast that you did to censor something in the episode, you used a smoke alarm beat.
Yeah,
which is one of the
most
genius things I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
Do you remember, Crack, when he put the smoke alarm over? He took David Lucas's apology video about George Floyd and put the smoke alarm over it. That was one of Dalton's greatest moments.
That was a good one.
Yeah, but to no avail because the man is uncancelable.
He is
so uncancelable.
In Canada and the UK.
Yeah. You can't cancel him.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. I think we addressed all the drama.
He's
drama alert. That's the drama segment.
That's the last bean in the can.
That's the last bean in the can.
The proprietor of the Roast Pro Shop, David Lucas.
That shirt is going to be
beans?
stuck in my brain for a while.
It's just the most offensive thing about that shirt is how lazy it is.
Oh, roast
how lazy it is, and how it does it. Look, I don't expect podcast merch to be too thought out, but it also makes zero sense.
It doesn't even rhyme.
It's funny also, like, I do the roast battles and I like judge roast. I can't imagine like making it that much, thinking it was like that cool to roast or like having a part of your identity to that level. It's so weird. Like, don't do that. It's just like, don't be like, yeah, I'm the roaster.
Well, I mean,
pro shop.
A perfect example is like Crack Amico, right? As Sweeze is sporting on his shirt right now, a big supporter. Sweeze is awesome. He buys everybody's merch and shit. But Crack Amico, if you look at Crack Amico, he's probably he's one of the best roasters alive for sure. Doesn't really get the credit because of course he's not in that whatever it was, like Hollywood, Comedy Central, now Netflix, I guess, circle of like writers.
Yeah.
He's written on I think like Whitney's roast and shit like that. But I don't think I've ever heard Zach say that he's good at roasting or that he's a roast master, unless he's talking about eating.
Yeah,
he's talking about a chicken. I'm about to roast some beans on these motherfuckers.
And neither did Geraldo either. Geraldo was a great roaster, and I appreciated this about Geraldo because I think it was authentic. Every time you saw Geraldo on a roast, he almost had like an approach of like, this shit is so stupid. Like this entire event is retarded that we're even here right now.
I think it's when you're confident in being able to write anything but roasting. You're like, yeah, I'm a comedian, and this is just a version of comedy. You know, Dalton, you did the roast battles, and you were good at them too. And we judged like Fight Club and stuff. Like, but would you ever like be like, yeah, I'm a roaster?
No, I never wanted to do it.
Yeah,
I never liked it.
It's certainly easier than having like a stand-up act about yourself, right?
It's just different, I think. It's easiest to do the judging just because I think I'm a pretty quick guy and I'm good at roast jokes. So like it for whatever my unique skill set is, I find that easy, but it's also like the hardest laughs I get too. So I don't know. I think roast battling is really hard because you have to like write new stuff. You have no idea if it's gonna work or not. Stand up, you can go on autopilot.
I feel like I would actually try. I wouldn't because I won't. But I feel like I would actually try a roast battle. Whereas stand up, like I'm just supposed to go up there and say shit. I would never.
Yeah, you'd be good at roast battle actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very easy, Tony. I'd be very good at it. I just won't because it's below me.
Yeah.
So blow me.
Yeah.
You should do like that Johnny Knoxville movie, The Ringer, so you can get called up to kill Tony. Pretend to be retarded. So
David Lucas was in The Onion Ringer.
Yeah. But you can't pretend to be Down syndrome. I gotta get like a Michael Lair chair.
Oh yeah, right, yeah. Or like a speaking box.
I gotta fake being paraplegic.
Yeah.
Get on Kill Tony.
Oh man, Red Bar was so funny. He was like, kill Tony, because I talked about we've been talking about this, how like they're all disabled. He's like, kill Tony, we're gonna rank the Kill Tony retards.
That was amazing. Like the turn with that, where he just put everybody in the F category. Dude, that guy
so funny.
That guy's
he's in God mode right now, Red Bar. He's really on his he's like the best he's ever been.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. He's the best.
I like Red Bar.
You know who else we like?
Sweeze. Yeah, let's get into Sweeze.
I'll start the questions here. I don't know if
we aim to Sweeze.
Yes. Sweeze nuts.
Sweeze nuts.
Amanda Sweeze.
Sweeze me.
Oh, is that Margin Pepper?
It's Margin Pepper.
Sweeze is Christ.
There you go.
Sweezer. Buddy Holly.
Say it ain't so.
Say it ain't so.
Say it ain't Sumo.
I look just like Do-Rag and Deer Tag.
T-Sweeze. I look Do-Rag. I look like Jack the Deer Tag. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Something like that.
I don't know if anybody's super chatting any questions, but I have a question, and I feel like, you know, and it might not be fair just to ask Sweeze this question. So Sweeze, if you feel like you're getting boxed in any of these questions, just be like, well, what's your guys' answer to this question? Because we'll all answer too. I was just wondering, because I've seen some of your escapades online that you've detailed. I was wondering ballpark wise, and I mean, a guy like you might not even remember, but I want to know ballpark wise how many women you think you've bedded in your day.
I would say upwards of 75, lower than 100.
Wow.
Damn, that's more than me.
Me too.
Yeah,
that's more than me.
That's a C+ on a test.
So Dalton, that's so damn true.
Yeah, we were in high school biology. That's a good C+.
So I would say that might be inflated, or according to what I look like.
They were all inflated.
Yeah. So you spend 7 years in college. Eventually, you might pick something up. So I spent a lot of time in college, and that was where a lot of that came from. Dude. So I'm a regular
Nice,
old
dude.
Bert Kreischer over here, 7-year alum.
Sounds like you were the sex machine.
A Sweeze.
Well, that's cool. Damn, that's Sweeze Dog's fucked more women than me wearing my face on his shirt. How the fuck is that supposed to work?
The
I guess
Sweezel.
Engagement and putting yourself out there, and from the area of the country I'm in, if I get on online dating sites, it's like 100-mile radius, 300-mile radius. They're very desperate, and like,
What's the furthest you've ever
Sweeze
driven?
is crossing state lines.
Yeah, 300 miles. That's LA to fucking San Francisco.
Yeah.
yeah,
What's the furthest you've ever driven for a piece of that ass?
probably 6-7 hours. Dallas, Denver. I'm in the middle of that. So
Wow.
where I'm from, like, I'm a town over from where the tater salad story originated. So when I was in high school,
That's a good credit.
yeah. So like blue collar comedy tour.
That's his bio, actually. On the next town over is tater salad.
So yeah, I grew up in a wild
Sweezer
area
salad.
where there just wasn't a lot
Sweezer
to do.
salad. We have your name, dude.
Whoa,
Cool.
Sweezer
Sweezer
salad.
Salad.
Whoa. That's gonna be added to one of Sal's favorite, the Spooktacular.
The salad spectacular.
The Sal Salad Spooktacular.
It's a salad with all the beans.
Oh, no.
A salad with beans. Yeah.
I'm about to spill the beans on this salad. All right,
Oh,
pure
man.
schizophrenia.
Damn, so 7 hours for a piece of poontang pie.
Yeah, geez.
That's
the only thing a
that's
woman's
dedication.
driven me to is insane.
And I've done a
You
lot of
almost were
preparation,
honest. You almost said something very true, Robbie.
I've done a lot of preparation for this podcast because I've watched a lot of podcasts, and basically I watched Catfish coming into this because it's like I knew the beans were going to be spilled, so I had to just prepare and be ready. To
So
answer
you
any
decided to
questions.
bring catfish for the cookout. We got the beans, you got the catfish.
I got the catfish.
Wait,
yeah.
so what are your preparations, Sweeze? What do you have for us?
Has
started my
catfished
day.
you?
I started my day doing the push-ups to 1776. I heard someone say that on a pod that's what they did. So a lot of Crack
Oh.
Amico, a lot of
What's that,
Catfish.
Montana?
Daniel
All the
Reinford with
Philly
$5
episodes.
says a few bucks for the gladiators in the Coliseum of the Craft. Thank you, Daniel Ryan.
And by the way, just so everybody knows, the story that Sweeze is referencing is that Drew Montana on his podcast said that he loved my song 1776 and that he would do push-ups to it. And I didn't know
nice.
who he was, even though I met him one time. And I immediately became a fan of the show, and now I'm good friends with Drew, and I stay at his house when I go to Philly. So that's a lesson to everybody out there.
Nice.
If you want to be friends with me,
Oh, is that
tell
Drew in
me
the
you
chat?
like my music. It'll help. Just kidding. I'm not that superficial. Yeah, so Sweeze was doing some push-ups. Are you you like to work out?
I have been since I was at Skankfest and saw a photo of myself at the previous one. So I'm just like,
Yup.
man, I've gotten big. So I lost about 50-60 pounds in the last 8
Nice.
months. So,
Damn.
Congratulations, Sweeze.
yeah. I'm a emotional, like I'm up and down always with my weight, with my like psyche, everything. So
I think
it's
that's
always
called
gonna be chaos.
bipolar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the same thing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Dalton, are you on an up or a down right now?
Am I? Wait, what? Am I on an upper or a downer?
I don't know. I was just we
Dalton's,
said he's always up and down.
Oh,
Dalton's mania is directly correlated to a stock ticker.
That's what I was.
It
That's
goes-
what I was
Oh,
trying.
yeah,
That's what I was trying to. That's what I was trying to fish out.
I'm surprisingly collected right now, considering how dire it is on the Robinhood app right now.
I wish
You're in
someone
dire
should.
straits.
So I hope someone cross cuts you screaming at the fans that you're doing a
Dude,
good
it's
thing.
like me right now is that Wojak where it's the happy face over the angry crying face.
That's the story of my life.
That's me right now.
Drew Flores 69 says Sweeze heads rise up. I went to the Giants game with Drew last weekend. It was fun.
Yeah, all the Sweeze bags in the chat.
I
Let
hope
us
the
know that
Sweeze
here.
heads,
Hey,
like
Sweezy
I hope
does
the
it.
Sweeze heads aren't like the Goodwin heads. The Goodwin heads.
Goodwin
The
heads
Goodwin
are rising
heads
up.
are relentless.
The Goodwin heads kind of got me banned from Skankfest.
The Goodwin heads are hitting up major politicians and celebrities to get Robbie to Skankfest.
Dude, yes, please.
That's more than anybody's ever done for me.
By the way, no one. There's
Shout
no
out
other
Goth Mark
comedian.
Penis, by the way.
There's no other comedian that people are lobbying for to get on Skankfest. Like
Yeah,
anyone
Robbie
else
Goodwin.
anyone else that wasn't invited, it's not like people are clamoring for who wasn't.
I mean, yeah, that was the thing. I have a feeling that's my whole thing. Is like, I'll bet Lewis is like, we don't need Robbie. The fans don't really care about him. And then when people do care, he's like, oh, this is annoying now. So I'm like, I just don't feel like I can win. I
think it's likely he forgot to ask you, and now that this is happening, he's like, oh, I'll make a bit out of it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I have faith in Lewis. We've been on the same page with so many things in life. I almost feel like we're kind of the same guy.
Yeah,
but
you're my Lewis whisperer.
But like, this is one thing where I'm just like, if he really like actually doesn't think you're funny, wait, something must have happened.
I don't know. I think.
Did you do anything to upset Lewis?
No, in fact, I don't think so.
all I did
was get broken up with by Mike Figs. I don't know what else the fuck.
Yeah. And Figs is cool, friend of the show, but I would say of the two, I mean, RG 2.0 is unstoppable. Figs is stoppable. He's good, but he's stoppable.
RIP
RG 2.0.
Yeah, just get
unstoppable.
Yeah, all you need to stop Figs is just like a riddle or something, or like a math problem. Tons more Cowboys says, Sweeze, you from Borger or Pampa? Figs is from Burger.
I'm from around that area. I usually tell people I'm from parts unknown. That's what
Dalton says.
Yeah, I'm from parts unknown.
See, he's inspiring.
I got a lot of my family. My family is from like Pampa and Amarillo, that area.
Hey, Dalton, I have a quiz for you. Can you name another person from parts unknown since you live there?
Who else was from parts? Was the Undertaker?
No, Undertaker was from Death Valley, California.
He's from Death Valley. I don't know then.
Who is it, Sweeze? I think you're more of a historian than me. It was Kane and Ultimate Warrior.
I was close.
Parts unknown.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, those two, especially Ultimate Warrior.
I was close.
I was close. The Undertaker and Kane were, I don't know, what were they, brothers or something?
That's where all the trans girls hang out. Parts unknown.
Can you take me under? The Ultimate Warrior to me is Steph Curry. Anyway, it's my
What about
birthday.
Jason Richardson?
He's good too. I also like Gilbert Arenas of Ideas.
Gilbert Arenas is cool because he wore a 0 on his shirt.
Yeah. Oh, Latrell Sprewell I like too. Before he got traded to the Knicks.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shout out the Knicks.
Willis, you should really book Robbie on Skankfest. He's an up-and-coming comedian.
Yeah, he's the Julius Randle.
Yeah, maybe
he's the Julius Randle of comedy.
Goodwin heads. If you really want to get through, you're gonna have to talk to one of Lewis's friends. Everybody should hit up Sam Morrill.
Yeah,
and see if he will help get Robbie.
Guys, please tweet at Sam Morrill
Sam and
to ask Lewis to book Robbie for Skankfest.
Who the hell is this guy?
But one thing, if you're gonna do it, be very, very quiet.
Be very, very quiet.
He's watching the Knicks.
I'm watching the fucking Knicks.
It's postseason.
El Marrill.
I'm so fucking pissed at Reggie Millwall.
Reggie Millwall.
Yeah, I'm a little baby.
I hate Pascal Siakam so fucking much. Oh, I'm so mad. That wascally wabbit.
What's up, dog?
Wait, what's up? Hey, what's up, Doc Rivers?
Hey, hey, what's up, Mark? That's how he starts his podcast.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. Hey,
I just got in from Albuquerque. I took the wrong turn at Wamba Chamba.
Oh, how I talk will never get annoying. Whoa.
Yeah. Okay. Rabbit season.
Damn.
All right.
Cover in Succotash.
It's my birthday in 2 days, everybody.
Wow.
So anybody asked?
So today's not your birthday.
No, it's not.
Okay, well.
Well,
That's
but
that.
we are. Are you having like a?
I'm having
Like
a spooktacular tomorrow. Yeah.
You're having a girl birthday where like since
Yes.
we're together right now, we're gonna celebrate your birthday.
It's my birthday month.
Happy birthday.
I'm just saying, if anyone wants to super chat
birthday
birthday
to
present,
you.
that's nice.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, the black happy birthday.
Dude, black
It's-
happy birthday is so much better than white happy birthday.
So much better. Like everything else. I mean, we the white people give us credit. We invent the things.
Yes.
But black people make it so much better.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
they
they
basically-
seasoned happy birthday.
They pimped our ride.
White
Happy
people don't be
birthday.
putting no seasoning on their birthday.
Yeah.
They were like, "Happy birthday! Why would we put a PlayStation in there?"
Damn, Pimp My Ride fucking ruled. They would
Pimp My
fuck
Ride
up
was
people's
cool.
cars and just leave. Sorry, I don't want to talk about fucking X to the Z exhibit right now. We
Heck
need
no,
to talk
sorry
to S
about
to the
that.
W Sweeze.
Yeah, we didn't talk to S to the Sweeze. Yeah.
Yeah. S to the Wheeze.
Do my colleagues? Do you guys have any questions for Sweeze that you've been wondering?
baby.
Sweeze, did you ever get that RV?
Yes, I did. I got a great deal on an RV, but my Bronco cannot because it's a smaller Bronco. So it was
Sweezy
gonna
F
cost
baby
me
and the
more.
F is for
Yeah.
fat bitches.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Sweeze. I had to get that one out.
I did get a trailer, but it's gonna take a lot more work. It's another one of my bad choices I didn't think through that I saw on Twitter one night. It's like you should live in a trailer, and I'm like, I can't tiny home live. I'm a huge guy, so it's like I had to get a trailer. But
You know what, dude? You don't have to be that small to live in a tiny house, dude.
Yeah, are we sure Bobby Kelly wasn't just in a regular sized house? Wow, this is such a tiny house. I can't fit in any of the
Wait,
doorways.
where are you storing the RV right now?
I have a storage part of land in my mom's area, so I'm able to park it there and stay with her until I figure out the next move.
I'm pretty
so-
familiar with your mom's area.
Hey.
Good night, everybody.
Damn.
Yeah.
The sunglasses
out.
really fucking launched
Yeah,
that
the
one.
sunglasses really sold it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to catch your drift.
Oh yeah. You picking up what I'm putting down?
Beans spilt.
Beads spilled. Yeah,
Beans.
let's
Dude, yeah, we should take the picture of Tony from that video and do the Dark Souls thing, and it says "beans spilt." That's
Or we
probably-
should, or like GTA when it says wasted and goes in slow
Right,
motion,
yeah.
but it's just beans.
Spilled.
yeah, beans spilled.
we should
Dude.
do or Smash Bros. Final Smash animation of Tony spilling beans.
Dude, do you think we can get your lovely wife to make a hype TikTok of Tony spilling the beans?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
You know,
next.
Hey,
That's next.
babe, if you're watching this, can you make a hype video of Tony Hinchcliffe spilling some beans?
Imagine anyone walking in like, what are you making there? A hype video of Tony Hinchcliffe spilling beans for his Zoom podcast I listen to. Our show is insane. It's really the craziest thing.
Yeah, I do think in this, maybe it's what I bring to, I don't know, but I feel like the theme of this show really is just psychosis.
Yeah, it's usually too like shows usually talk about topics, and then over the course of like a couple years, you develop inside jokes. Whereas we, from day one,
Yeah,
just started making inside
we
jokes.
mostly
it really was incomprehensible from it's like the Iliad or something.
Yeah, this
we were right in the middle. Like you had to like learn a new language basically.
Yeah, this is like the Finnegan's Wake of podcasting. It's you might get it, but it's more of a vibe.
Yeah. I hope I have some Finnegan's birthday cake.
Oh yeah.
So what is that?
What is that? Yeah, Robbie, what is Finnegan's birthday cake? Go.
You know, just
Go
like
ahead.
a birthday cake.
There
Maybe-
once,
maybe
there
an
once was
Irish
a
guy
man
made it.
named Michael Finnegan.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear about him?
No.
He had little white hairs on his chin again.
Oh, okay.
He shaved them
Interesting.
off, but they grew in again.
Yes.
Poor
right.
little Michael Finnegan.
This
Begin
reminds-
again.
This reminds me a lot of that guy from Nantucket.
Oh,
What
what's
happened
his,
to him?
What's his deal?
His dick was so long he could suck it.
Whose dick was so long that it led to numerous medical problems that were never fixed, and he lived a less than desirable life.
Bert Kreischer telling that story. One time there was this man from Nantucket. All right. What are we talking about? Sweeze. So what did your brother do to get in jail?
So I would say that me and my brother, basically what he did is he got too into the bit. He was watching Kill Tony like regularly every Monday.
Oh no!
Oh no!
He drank the bean juice.
Yes, all the beans were spilled, and my brother ended up, so he ended up having a crippling addiction to alcohol, and he had gastric bypass, and then slippery. I don't know how to say it. It's a slope. You just go down and down and down, spiraling.
Well, there's an
Please,
antics.
Asian American.
Oh,
We all at the same time bounced on that.
That's what I call Eskimos. Slippery slopes.
Yeah, so in my area, there's just nothing to do. And then
What's your
watching,
mom's area?
like killed.
That shit's popping.
Yeah, there is one thing to do in your area, your mom's area.
The area of ideas.
Dalton, you forgot to tip the sunglasses.
Oh, your mom's area.
So yeah, he got caught in a bid because of COVID and loneliness and depression, and I blame Kill Tony because when he got arrested, we were on the way to see a Hans Kim show. So for about 3.5 years,
I think God intervened on that one.
So I was just like,
yeah, I think it's better to spend 5 years in jail than an hour at Kill Tony.
Honestly, everyone who buys a ticket to Hans Kim should go to jail for a few years.
So yeah, I've heard about, oh man, Hans Kim, David Lucas, they're amazing. And then I'm sitting here talking about like the new recent Kill Tony, and it's
Black and Chinese.
What are you on? So it's just like, Sweeze, I think you lost it, dude. I think you're gonna end up here just like me. And I'm like, probably, because I'm too addicted to podcasts.
No, you're like, wait, his name is Casey Rocket. You don't understand. He moves around.
Wait, so Sweeze, help me. He's specifically like he got. What did he get? He was drinking.
So
he got a DUI.
Yeah. So he had a couple DUIs.
And again,
was on
like I told you before the show,
right.
if it's getting too much, just let me know.
Open book.
He hate me 507 says Sweeze is the man.
Shout out, he hate me. He just had a birthday too.
Hey, happy birthday, fellow Gemini. The ultimate Gemini has arrived. I wasn't supposed to make it past 35.
You're the gem of my eye.
Thank you. Crack rock is a gem.
Yeah, so basically,
Sweeze, about your brother.
Yeah. So during COVID, me and him had this big idea of like, we're going to get into podcasting. We're going to do all this because in college, he was the audio video guy. I was the advertising public relation writer type person, but I'm also, creative mind. But yeah, he got too much into Kill Tony, got a couple DUIs and was on probation. And then so COVID happened. Instead of like a 5-year thing, it was like you're going to mess up. You're going to mess up. So I was like, yo, you got to go to this Hans Kim show. And I didn't know he had been drinking all night. So then 2 hours later, I get a call. It's just like, well, he's done. So he got a 7-year sentence or so.
Oh my God.
Wait, for multiple DUIs?
For being on probation, not able to drive. So bypassed the interlock, got pulled over when he got in a wreck. So everything's impacted. So a lot of all the bad choices ended up being to where he's at. So.
Sweeze, I'm going to slow you down a little bit to something you said in the beginning. And I'm sure that it's there. So I'm not questioning you. But what is the correlation between DUIs and Kill Tony? What do you think?
Brosa Smith for $5 says, Sweeze. Damn, it's the Sweezing of the witch.
I think a lot of people, like what I've seen is when you're addicted to alcohol, you're always just trying to keep yourself busy. So like when you get caught up in something and you can't go out and drink, you can't go to bars, you can't go to Chili's, Applebee's, all this type of stuff, then the world shut down. And then the greatest arena act in recent memory came out. I mean, it wasn't that. So a couple of years ago, watching Kill Tony live for 3 hours was like, dude, what is wrong with you? Are you okay? And then you'd be like, I'm fine. And I'm like, but you're drunk, dude. Like, this isn't good. So it's two bad things don't end up being good. So that's why I think it's a correlation.
Yeah.
Well, it might have saved his life in a way if he had gastric bypass.
Yeah.
Gas Digital strict bypass.
I want to bypass Gas Digital and get on fucking Skankfest.
Yeah, gastric by guys.
Yeah, my stomach hurts. That's in pain finance. What is a gastric bypass? What is just like your stomach inflames?
Yeah, so like if your stomach's this, they basically make it this, and then
okay.
So you go from like you can drink 12 beers in a night and everything's perfect. But then once your stomach's like this, after 4, you're just might as well drink 30. So
Got it.
yeah.
Oh, I mix up with gastritis,
Mm.
which is an alcohol disease.
Mm.
But that gastric bypass, that's a surgery to make you like skinnier or something.
Yeah. So he was almost over 400 pounds in high school. Like he wasn't even able to, like, they were worried about him playing high school football. So like depression, a lot of things happened. My dad ended up passing away at that same time. So like,
I'm sorry.
me and him were really close. And then,
Was that Kill Tony's fault also?
no, Kill Tony wasn't around then.
Okay.
More
All
like
right,
cancer.
all right, fair enough. Fair enough.
So Sweeze's dad, I heard you're dying and I'm killing you.
Everything
What's
doesn't
that
tie
about?
back to spilling the beans.
I'm about to spill the beans on Sweeze's dad. Fucking kill him. Sorry. Hey, 69 viewers. Sick.
Nice.
Okay, but you guys still keep in touch? Is he in like a minimum
Yeah.
security or what's going on? What's it like in there?
So when he got arrested, and one thing I thought was funny was like when you get in a wreck, the music or whatever you're listening to doesn't stop. It just keeps playing sometimes.
That's in
So
every movie, yeah.
And his last memory was like listening to Lemaire and Danny Brown on Matt and Shane. And he's just like, can you imagine? I'm just hopeless. My life's over. And I just hear Lemaire going like, ah, I'm like, oh, man, I don't know if I'd.
No, dude, it's Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah,
it's like talking about
Two
like
blacks.
One Piece.
Yeah, he was listening to two black guys, and he knew where he was going. He was like I need any more of this.
Yeah,
Right,
two blacks,
so-
one grave.
He ended up basically like the sheriff came there. They asked him his name, and he's like, dude, I could have just told him I was someone else. I'm like, but you have an ID. He's like, I didn't even think about that. And I'm like, yeah, dude, you were probably way out of your mind. So he spent about a year in a county jail in the middle of nowhere between Oklahoma and Amarillo. So I basically moved back with my mom because I was working from home. And then I would go to the county jail for 8 months. And then after 8 months of just eating bologna sandwiches, being in there with the local town drunks, you see a rotating type of people. You watch a lot of like ABC, NBC. So you think you can dance. America's Got Talent. So he's in there telling me all about this. And I'm like, well, what type of people are in there? And he's like, oh, just meth heads, crackheads, anything that you don't want to, all those people that you'd want to not be around, I'm stuck with now. So,
Jeez.
and I mean, he's like 3
White
credits away
people.
from having his bachelor's degree. And they're sitting there trying to like tell him, you haven't got your bachelor. You're not 3 hours. Here's your GED test. So he just filled out the GED test. Like he was helping like a lot of immigrants because I live near Amarillo, which is like I-40, and a lot of like human trafficking and drug trafficking. So he was in there with like hardened criminals eating bologna sandwiches.
Oh my
He was making them laugh though. So
What kind of
Yeah.
bologna? Oscar Mayer, Bar S.
not even Bar S, the one below Bar S quality. So
There's
yeah,
one
it
below
was-
Bar S.
Yep, it's
Oh, God.
probably specific for prisons, and it comes in on like semis, and nothing is warm. Everything is like there may be Jello may be the highlight of your day in county jail.
Well,
Yeah.
you'll see.
You know, the thing about Sweeze, I guess that makes sense because sometimes I'll read your tweets and I'll think this guy's full of baloney.
As do a lot of people, and fair. I mean, I do tell a lot of tall tales. So if anything is going to be like some BS,
Sweeze,
brought up,
don't give your sauce away here. We're all artists of our own type.
don't spill the beans on yourself.
Bring back Timefeld. Okay. That was one of the first Loud Boys bits.
So after county jail, like that's basically like summer camp with all your local people in town you don't want to be around. Then he gets shipped to like a state prison, and then they do like medical tests and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, there's something wrong with what you're going through. And he's like, yeah, I mean, I drank like for 7 years straight and every other day, like something's obviously going to be wrong. So then they shipped him to like the Texas State Hospital, and it was like hardened criminals. And they're like, oh, something came up to where you have to be transferred. So then he does the kind of like the Florida shuffle where it's like rehabs, but he does the Texas shuffle to where they're just like anti-drunk drivers. So he's going all over Texas. I don't think I've been close to 10 hours away. Like 10 hours has been the closest I've been to him since probably about 2 years. So yeah, it's really a lot of criminals.
Is he staying clean, or is he dipping into the hooch?
They do make hooch, and they make it out of like they smoke orange pills. Like instead of anything, they just smoke orange pills. So that's pretty crazy. they take whatever they can, and however they do, there's about a 2-week period of the month where they're just like making hooch for the month. So he's definitely not staying clear, because if you're one of those dudes staying clear, you're going to be a target. So, but they're also doing like synthetic marijuana, the K2 and all that other spice type stuff.
Wait, K2 King?
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, there's a lot of people out there doing the craziest type of drugs, and he's surrounded with it. So, and he's just like me. He's a heavier set white guy, no tattoos, never really done a lot of things, just watched too much Kill Tony, and he's like, I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna tell my inspiring story.
Oh wow!
And I'm like, okay, dude, that's fine, okay.
Yeah. Damn, dude, I'm sorry. You
shout out to Swizzle though.
Yeah, you seem like you're keeping.
Oh, so he's Swizzle. This is sort of we've encountered once again, sort of
it's a Cheech and Chong
a Donkey Kong family situation.
Skull.
Yeah. The Cheech and Chong of drunk driving.
We got Sweeze, Swizzle, Sumo. Is this one of those families where you all have S names?
Mm-hmm. Swastika.
Yes.
Please do a prison pod with your bro like Suge Knight. Does Suge Knight have a podcast?
Yeah.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, he does. It's called
Suge Knight of the
Welcome
Soul.
to Night Vale.
Yeah, well, yeah. Damn.
That was for somebody got that.
I got it. That was a podcast that used to exist. It's funny that
Does
Diddy.
this still exist? Does this still come on?
I don't know.
I used to listen
popular.
to it a lot.
Yeah.
I used to really enjoy it, and then I just kind of stopped listening to it. But I thought it was cool.
Yeah. It's no Club Random.
It's not Club Random.
Club Random.
Suge Knight
That song is so good. I like how Club Random's theme song kind of sounds like one of Lily's songs. One of the podcast songs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it does.
Club
Random. Okay, she sounds like a hot girl. That's the song. That's the song.
I do wonder what if Bill Maher even listened to different theme songs and was like, "Oh, that one sounds sexy."
Oh, I could get down to this. The girls are gonna love this.
Bella Thorne's gonna love this one. Okay.
Corinne Fisher is gonna have a lot of fun listening to this.
Oh yeah, there was an episode, a new episode. Welcome to Night Vale came out May 14th. So yeah, it's still going.
Okay, that's good. Def Jam Coronavirus. Was that a Loud Boys bit?
I don't know.
Oh, how you gonna eat a bat? That's right.
Oh, that was the first Loud Boys bit.
Yeah, how you gonna eat a bat?
How you gonna eat a bat?
I bet they didn't even season that.
Yeah, you know why people ain't be seasoning their bat.
That was back when we thought coronavirus was. I like that the lab theory was the racist one and not the one that a Chinese guy ate a bat.
Right.
Like, that sounds way more racist to me.
Robbie, that is a very astute observation. It's funny. I've never thought that before. What you just said, but that is very funny.
I thought
at that time, if you said it was made in a lab, people were like, "Hey, whoa, pal!"
They literally said like that's racist.
It was actually a Chinese guy ate a bat.
These fucking dirty people who eat fucking bats.
Yeah,
one of them got sick, of course.
Yeah,
so be woke. A fucking Chinese guy ate a bat.
The Chinese guy ate a bat.
Which just sounds like something your uncle would say at Thanksgiving.
What is even the arguments to like to stop like a conversation about that it might have been made in a lab instead of somebody ate a bat? Like that's so crazy. Like, did you ever see that Jon Stewart on Colbert?
Yeah.
Where he's talking about it and Colbert's trying to like shut him up about it.
It was such a weird thing.
2016 to 2020 was a fucking weird.
That was bad time. Both sides took a lot of L's during coronavirus, I think.
But when you think about it, both sides are kind of the same.
Okay, wow, that's crazy. Well, because I think it was because like Trump he kept saying shit like you gotta eat bleach, and he was like it was made from a lab, and everyone was like no, it wasn't made from a lab, and then it became like a thing of
maybe that was it. Maybe it's because Trump.
It was just because Trump said it. Yeah.
What a bunch of fucking.
And it sounded like a conspiracy theory.
Damn. I hope it does not. I don't want to talk about politics at all, but I hope
Gino's about to come on and tell us about how it's the flu with a better publicist.
Yeah, let's bring back COVID talk for the show.
Let's make this a full Zoom podcast and talk about the. Oh man, this lockdown's crazy. What are you guys doing with your time?
I'm actually enjoying not having to go anywhere.
I tell you what, yeah.
You know what? Dude, when comedy clubs open back up, we're all gonna want to talk about this.
Well, what is really nice is that the roads are wide open.
Oh, isn't that there's no traffic? That's crazy, man. I love Andrew Cuomo. Yeah. Gino is still selling those shirts. I'm like, who's buying COVID shirts at all in any?
Who is buying a subscription to Compound Media? I think we make more money doing this than the entirety of Compound Media makes.
Anthony has his simps who just subscribed for Anthony, and
if they were smart, they would advertise like on QVC or in between like the get your American gold coins. Dude, and also receive a free subscription to Compound Media.
Yeah, they have a lot of like older rich fans who just give them money too, I think.
I mean, look at fucking Kevin Brennan.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Just lonely rich guys with too much money.
The fact that he can just do a show and all he has to do is read the chats and he makes so much fucking money.
He made like 250 grand.
You know what? Good for him. He struck out in everything else in show business. So
I'm not mad at him. It's just like one of those marvels that's
politics
like,
are faking it. Yeah, I didn't mean to get on politics. It was just because of the Def Jam coronavirus bit.
No, that's all we were trying to say is that they are faking gay.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say quickly that like I just hope with this next like cycle or whatever that we don't go back to that bullshit because I don't know if you guys know this.
It's already better than last time.
Cancel culture is over.
That's true,
and I'd like it to stay that way.
Oh my god, it's not every time you can put a. Yeah, I see rabble rousers on Variety now. You know, or on the cover of Variety.
Rabble rousers, huh?
Yeah, guys that never need to go to Los Angeles again.
Hungry wolves.
Guys who are not afraid to spill a can of beans.
Which
I'm terrified. If I see a can of beans, I hope to God I don't spill it.
There should be a Bush's Baked Beans commercial with whatever his name is, the bald guy and Bud, whatever the fuck they're called. And then Tony just comes up and he's like, oops. Sorry. That'd be a good commercial.
I'm not gay, everybody. Sounds so bitchy when I don't think he's actually gay. That's the craziest thing. I think he's a straight guy.
I don't know, but he carry everything about him, the way he carries himself and presents himself and talks, and his whole personality would lead one to think, "Oh, this is a homosexual man."
He's at least one type of gay. The homosexual kind, or that he's just a gay.
Yeah,
no, I think
he's a catty bitch. He acts gay.
Yeah, he's gay as fuck. And not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, it's okay to be gay.
It's okay to be gay.
Sweeze, are you gay?
No.
Okay.
Have you heard any of the stories? He already told us his body count is close to 100.
Is there a gay version? Is there a gay Squeeze named T Squeeze?
Oh, I did. This is a good question though, Robbie, because
the T stands for testicle.
Okay.
But
T cell is better. Though. That's funny.
Do you have any sort of affinity towards a woman with a penis?
No.
Ooh, great.
No,
question.
not at all. Because you're. This is a safe place.
All tall tales. If there's anything to say contrary, tall tales of Sweeze. All just into women.
Would you like to use a
live?
What
about T's? T Sweeze trans women.
I've been fooled before, but not interested.
How did this revelation happen when you realized that you were fooled?
I was fooled because I was out at the bar during the time I was kind of spiraling down, and my town has a bunch of rotating contractors in and out. So at any time, these people are here for 6 weeks and make like $50,000. They do that like 2 times a year. So when you're at the bar, I watched a whole episode of Kill Tony, went to the bar, drank like 8 or 9 beers.
Is this how all of your stories start? Every story is like, it starts with
It doesn't end well when you're watching Kill Tony, I'll tell you that. But yeah, I was at the bar after watching some podcasts. Then this dude was basically like, hey, let's hang out. Let's go back and like watch something on YouTube, whatever you're into. I'm like, all right, cool. I didn't really want to pay for an Uber. So I went back to this dude's trailer and like, it was kind of suspect because I went to the bathroom to pee and I saw some like Bath and Body Works, some like shit that I don't usually have. And, I'm like, okay. And then after like 30 minutes, it's like, it's 2024, right? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, can you keep a secret? And I'm like, probably not. I've been tweeting like this whole encounter. Like,
Oh no.
So then, like,
this motherfucker just asked me if I keep a secret.
yeah. So
Yo, this dumb bitch thinks I can keep a secret. Yeah, sure I can.
Wait, so you said this was a man. Was it a man presenting as a woman?
it was a female presenting as a man at the bar who was in like construction worker clothes. So I just thought it was
a trans man.
Yes. So I thought it was a 300-pound man.
So
and he wanted to go watch like podcasts and YouTube, and it's like, cool, I can save some money and then I could walk home because this town I'm in is really small. And it ended up being like, hey, big fella, how are you? And I'm like, damn it, Pedro, like, why'd you have to end up being a chick?
Oh, damn it, Pedro, why are you a chick?
But he had a vagina, correct?
Yes.
And you could have stuck it in.
Yeah, I could have just like looked that way. We won't ever speak words of this from now on.
Yeah.
Even though I've probably took a picture and been like, yo, is this a chick or a dude? Y'all, I'm kind of freaking out on Twitter.
So you'd rather fuck Bailey J than Buck Angel is what you're saying.
Great question, Crack.
When it comes down to that, probably, but I don't want anything like I would be a top in that situation.
Oh, absolutely.
I gotta say, and there's Will Galloway in the chat mentioned this.
Top of the tranny to you.
It is very strange to meet a stranger at a bar and be like, do you want to come back to my place to watch podcasts?
I'm super lonely and I'm a genuine person. And like,
aww.
I walked into that bar and there's like 10 people I usually see and like 3 or 4 people playing pool at the bar. So I was just trying to meet friends, but
I love
it was
this
a little bit
bar.
Yeah.
It's my kind of place.
So yeah, when it comes down to it,
Billy
I'd be
Joel
a top
just singing,
for a
and
tranny rather than a
Sweeze
bottom.
is talking to a trans woman, showing her kill Tony.
So yeah, in response to the hand being like, "Hey, big fella," I'm just like, "Oh man, this dude's hands are so soft, but I got to get out of here." So
this dude's hands are so soft. Sweeze, can you write like a book?
You're
like a fucking. You're like a Oscar Wilde character or something. Actually, your life reminds. It is literally Confederacy of Dunces.
He's Oscar Wilde and out.
Yeah, Oscar Wilde and out.
Yeah.
But honestly, Sweeze,
my name is Oscar Wilde.
If you just keep tweeting, you can basically compile that into a book and like chronologically make it a story.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and it was very impactful when I bought that book for my brother who was in county jail, because those are just like dudes who got caught up drug trafficking, human trafficking. They barely know English, but they love the shit out of Mike Rainey now. So doing the Lord's work.
When you say when you say got caught up human trafficking, you mean bringing people over the border, correct?
Yes. Like
that term in different states means different things.
Oh yeah.
I hate traffic.
People in a semi end up in this small county jail, and they're just like telling my brother, and they're just like, Mike Rainey, Facebook, I'm gonna get out, Facebook. And I'm like, okay.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'll tell you, whether it's cars or humans, I hate traffic.
That was also an original Loud Boys bit.
It's the
word human trafficking gets worse as it goes.
It's all of these trafficking Americans.
There it goes.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, Edna Krabopoli says, "Sweeze is Oscar Mayer Wilde." Thank you. That was worth the money. I know that was very good.
That was very good.
Oh boy,
I have to piss like the Dickens, y'all.
Go ahead.
I got to be right back.
Okay.
Like the Dickens on Sweeze's girlfriend.
Like Charles Dickens.
Nice.
No Dixie chicks.
Oh, that's what we were talking about. Authors. No.
Wait! Before I go piss, you just said something there, brother. You just said something there. Now, when we talked earlier about Dalton's beautiful, lawfully wedded wife, I did notice. I don't know if the rest of the Twitter world saw it, but
Twitter world,
you did. And I'm not going to say that you're not a good friend, but it seemed as if you shot your shot at Dalton's wife. Now, did you know it was Dalton's wife at the time?
No, I know who she was. I was just big upping her, and I was.
You're just doing a bit.
Yeah. I was doing a bit.
What does no Dixie chicks mean? We can't figure out what you meant by that.
So basically when I left the bar with that female to male trans, I got into the trailer. I freaked out. I went home.
God.
It was
this was the same night.
Yeah. So 2 a.m.
What a day.
I see Dalton's in spaces, and then I go into it, and then I'm just telling him this story about how I just hooked up with a trans person, and I didn't, but then Dalton's wife kind of chimed in and then was like, "Oh, well, that makes you gay or so," and then I was just like, "No Dixie chicks." So I just started saying that in my bender of a weekend.
Just that? Okay, so does no Dixie chicks is kind of like a play on words, like no chicks with dicks.
Yeah.
But
Not
in
a
your
shot at
case,
her.
you had the opposite of a Dixie chick. You had a man without a penis.
I flew close to the sun, and I knew how far I would go, and I got burned, and then I freaked out.
You had a Chixie dick.
This is nice. Aaron Goodenplan says Sweeze and A. Smith. All right, y'all. Now, is this a man or is it a man with a penis and a girl?
I've been telling y'all, as soon as I get this RV, we're starting a comedy club.
I don't think Kill Tony's getting.
I don't care if I got to drive to Texas or Oklahoma or back again. We're starting.
You got
Do-Rag and the Deer Tag.
Do-Rag and the Deer Tag. One of the best championship duos of all time. Do-Rag and the Deer Tag.
Now, who would win in a podcast war? Legion of Skanks or Do-Rag and the Deer Tag? Now, that is a great question.
Ain't no Hans Kim win another ring.
All right, I'll BRB.
There we go. All right.
Damn.
So Don, you have any pet topics?
What?
Do you have any pet topics you want to talk about?
Pet topics?
Yeah.
I guess don't let your dog eat chocolate. That's
rotisserie chicken bones. Yeah, those are good ones.
I guess that's more of a pet rule than a pet topic.
It's a pet rule, yeah.
New rule.
I don't know.
Pet rule. Pet peeve.
What's an
Do you have any pet peeves?
Do I have any pet peeves?
Yeah.
Let me think. I have some pet peeves.
Give us a stonk update. How about that?
No, hold on. I'll tell you some pet peeves.
All right, here we go. Let's go.
Speakerphone in public.
That sucks. Why do people do that?
Because they're black.
Black. But who's telling them to do that?
I don't know. I don't know how they all agreed to do that. I don't know why. Like when they had a council meeting and said we're gonna talk as loud as possible on speakerphone in public.
The C-Dump says, "Where's Sumo? Sweeze?"
I couldn't have Sumo in here. Anytime that I'm talking to somebody, he wants the attention, and it's just squeak, 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 squeak with his toys. So, yeah, he's locked away.
So now there's Sumo. You should call him Squeaks.
Oh, hold on. Robert says I have a pet Sweeze.
Pet Sweeze.
Pet Sweeze.
Oh yeah. So welcome back to our new segment, Sweeze's pet peeves. Spectacular. Stephen A. Smith talking shit about Kill Tony. Okay. All right, y'all. I gotta say the new roster is terrible. Casey Rocket, I do not like his chances. I'm not like the Rockets in a while. James Harden wasn't very good. But Casey Rocket might be the worst one yet. He moves around a lot. Seems like a nice guy. I like the brother as a person, but I don't want to watch him on my screen. And nevertheless, at Staples Center, because it's an arena. Okay. Pet Peeven A. Smith. Okay. All right, y'all. I hate when you can't get poop out of your butt. All right. Squeeze some of it down. Squeeze, you have the floor.
Squeeze some of it down.
I can't do impressions.
Wake up. Watch a podcast. Put on makeup.
Better than anything I could do.
I don't think you trust in Do-Rag and the Deer Tag.
Why'd you buy Crack Amico merch? You wanted to.
All right. That was very productive. Thank you for all the super chats. Gingerbread Stud, Broseph Smith, and God's Node.
Well, I'm trying to think of another pet peeve. Spam calls.
Yeah, those suck.
Yeah, that actually might be elevated from pet peeve to something that grinds my gears.
Oh, don't my ears are burning. My
my
ears
God.
are burning.
You know
what really grinds my gears? When you walk into a shop and the salespeople are a little too pushy. I'm just trying to hang out. All right, that's grinds my gears. Get out of here, Peter. Stop trying to talk the fucking.
Yeah,
guys.
I get like 20 phone calls a day that are either spam or credit agent, debt collectors. So I just never answer my phone anymore. That's a pet peeve of mine.
What about Stephen A. Sumo?
Okay.
Now Purina is delicious, but Alpo is a staple. Sorry.
Get that old Roy out of my face.
Get out.
I
He's a
ain't
cat.
no Roy.
Sumo's a cat.
Sumo's a dog.
Oh, it's a
Sweeze's
dog.
dog.
Okay.
An Australian Shepherd.
All right, I got a question. How come I can't see any colors? What's going on with that? Everything's black and white.
Which is more delicious, a cat or a bird? Now the cat runs very fast. Hard to keep up with.
Are you supposed to bury
my owner
that
just
squirrel?
left. T-Sweeze just left. I think he's
Yeah.
gone forever. I think he's not coming back. I think I think my brother has left. And I'm gonna whimper by the door until he comes back. If he comes back, but I don't like those chances. All right, Sumo Sweeze lock of the week. I will fetch the ball. I am a good boy. That's the lock of the week.
Sweeze just asked one of the craziest questions I've ever heard. Sweeze.
So if my dog kills a squirrel, what do you do with it?
Oh, okay. See, now I understand a little more.
Well, I don't think you have to do anything with it.
Yeah, I've been burying them, and it's like my 8th time in a month, so I'm kind of like.
Do you ever think about like taking like a little scalpel and like seeing what's going on inside?
No, I mean after seeing Sumo just sling it around, I'm like, okay, that's enough.
If your dog killed a giraffe, you might have an issue, but a squirrel, I think you're fine. I don't think you really have to do anything with it.
Yeah, the buzzards will get it.
That's true. That's actually a good point, Dalton. If your dog killed a giraffe, you might have an issue.
Yeah.
By the way, $2 from Aaron Gutenplan. Mahergo Robbie Goodwin. New role. I'm a hot piece of ass who should be on Skankfest. Okay. Once upon a time in Vegas. Okay. There it is. Mahergo Robbie Goodwin.
I was thinking that because I rewatched Wolf of Wall Street. Would you rather now stay with me on this?
Mm-hmm.
Because his first wife in that movie is played by Lizzie Kaplan.
Okay.
And then it's Margot Robbie.
Uh-huh.
I might, if I was like to marry a woman, I might go with Lizzie Kaplan over Margot Robbie.
Based on their characters in the movie, the first one seems a little more solid.
She I think I could get I would have a better chance of landing Lizzie Kaplan.
Yeah. But there's also something about Lizzie Kaplan, her aura, I guess, like her big doe eyes, and like she's cuter than Margot. Margot Robbie's smoking hot, but Lizzie Kaplan has a very like.
Yeah, I'm very horny for Lizzie Kaplan.
I could, I am horny. Yeah, I'm still very horny.
I love a pale bitch with bangs who looks like she'd yell at me.
Broseph Smith said Wolf of Wahlberg Street.
Hey, okay, I'm not leaving. Okay, I'm not fucking leaving. Okay, they're gonna need the fucking National Guard to get me out of here.
Who's trading? Are those robots? What's going on?
I'm not dying sober, but if I was on that plane, I would have taken control of it. You Vietnamese fuck.
Either one of those, either the Wolf or Wahlberg would say that.
Yeah.
I hit him in his face.
That's a good ass movie.
It's great. It's great. It's one of my favorite. It's really funny. It's
a bit of a
funniest movie.
Bit of a dangerous movie, I'd say, for you to watch right now, dog.
Yeah,
what you're going through.
I needed to learn. I needed to study some game tape. I gotta learn how to do it.
That is a fun one to watch right before you start a new job. I will say I have done that.
Yeah, well, I do actually work in sales, and so I do watch that movie, and I'm like, I wonder, maybe this will help me.
What did he do that was illegal? I've watched like 20 times. I still don't really know.
It's never explained, really. I think you can look it up, like what actually happened, but I think it was just a lot of like fraud. It was a lot of like stock fraud. Mm. But in the movie, he never really explains like what's going on. That moment where he turns to the camera and he's like, "Was what we were doing legal?" No, but yeah. That's about all you get. Because I think even anytime they try to explain what's actually going on with those like big financial crimes, those like like that or Bernie Madoff or any of it, it's so confusing that you there's no way to even really know what the scheme was.
Even when I watch Big Short and they like really spell it out,
when they cut to the celebrities like trying to explain it to you, where they're like, let me put it in simple terms.
Yeah, I still don't know what they're talking about.
I'm the same way. I'm like, I still don't understand what the fuck is happening.
It's like, let me explain it to you simply, and it's like I feel like I feel dumber than before because
and
understand.
if that's the joke, then that's very funny. That it's like Anthony Bourdain is like, I'm gonna break it down for you so you can understand it in the theater. If the joke is that you still can't understand it, that's a funny joke. But it also may just be that we're retarded.
The Big Short. You mean Daniel J. Parra fan? Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Robbie, because when I watched that movie, I felt like I was going crazy because I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
It made me feel so then I rewatched it and I was still confused. I still don't know what the fuck happened.
The whole movie, I'm like, so what is the scheme? Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
What caused the entire global economy to collapse?
Yeah,
I still don't know.
I kind of get it. It was like they just sold a bunch of poor people bad mortgages and then no one could pay it. So or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but that shit where like Christian Bale goes to Goldman Sachs and he's like, I want to buy 100 million credit default swaps, and Goldman Sachs is like, right away, sir. And I'm like, what is he buying? Like, what is the transaction that's happening?
Yeah.
What is any of this?
Yeah. Damn, you're so right, Dalton. I mean, or I feel less crazy and stupid now. I'm glad that I wasn't the only one.
Yeah, that's why like Wolf of Wall Street is great because they don't even Scorsese, I think, understood that nobody can wrap their heads around any of this, and just made a point to say like don't even try to explain.
You need to leverage your assets, Dalton.
I need to leverage my assets.
So eat them.
Good job. Yeah, you either have to donate money or be really funny in the chat for us to read it. That one was good. Yes. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get finances.
Even like I've been getting into stonks lately, and I've been like studying them and trying to figure out like, okay, so a bunch of people are buying this stock because there's like short interest on it, and so I'm like, well, what the fuck is short interst? And I'm trying to like
Brendan Crick asked you out.
Yeah. When Brendan Craig and Joe Gorman fall in love with each other, they have short interest. Yeah.
Keep going. Sorry.
No, but like inside, I'm like, okay, so what is short interest? And I like research that, and I'm like, no, I'm not closer at all after like the couple weeks I've been doing this to understanding what the fuck the hedge funds and Wall Street are up to. And how any of this works. I just know that I'll invest in a stock and then I lose a bunch of money. And it has something to do with the hedge funds.
Sonic the Hedge Fund.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedge Fund. He's got all the rings.
He's got all the gold rings. Yeah,
he's got all the gold rings. We get no rings.
Yeah. Gotta sell now.
Yeah. Dude, like that one that that Crack and I got in on, and a bunch of people made money on that Faraday company. It fucking tanked hard today.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the FFIE.
Yeah. It was hovering around because to maintain any sort of NASDAQ compliance, they had to sit at $1 or more for at least 10 days. And then I guess like a bunch of these hedge funds, somebody sold a bunch of shit today. And it went from like $1.20 all the way down to like 40 cents.
Jesus.
Ooh. Yeah. And I bought what I thought was the dip. I was like, I'll get back in on this. And that was not the bottom of the dip that I bought.
No.
So I have fucked myself on this.
So this is just like a bad stock, you think?
This is not financial advice. But these are, when you're dealing with these, like, I guess these what are called penny stocks, it's all pretty volatile. So, I don't know.
Our Slav, I think, just came in. He said Robbie banned. I'm thinking, guys, I don't want to be like, reminiscent of the Loud Boys, but I'm thinking maybe we storm the gates of Skankfest.
We might have to storm Kill Tony. Although,
yeah, the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino is where we'll be.
And you can just storm from there.
It's just me and Dan Wicks, a bunch of open micers who didn't get in this year.
What about Stone Cold Steve Paddock?
Okay.
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 If you want me to shoot all these people, give me a hell yeah.
There's only one picture of me.
George Floyd and Steve Paddock only had one picture taken of them.
That's true.
And the whale. That was Nick's
You think
joke.
they had a lot in common?
Yeah.
You're saying George Floyd is essentially the black Stephen Paddock.
Yeah, they were both framed by the U.S. government.
They were both killed by the police.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a sting.
Oh, okay. So Stone Cold Steve Paddock and Sting in the ring together.
A tag
Yeah,
team.
Yeah.
Stone Cold Sting Austin. Stone Cold Storm Austin. Once we're done.
Yep.
Sweeze, if you had to, this is just real quick, boys. We won't stay too long on this, but Sweeze, if you had to pick a favorite 4-year stretch in all of wrestling, what years would you pick?
That's a good question.
Mine is, I would say, 97 to 2001.
That would be probably top 3. Anybody you ask. I liked. There's this lull after WCW in 2001, all the way to like 2018. So I'd pick 2019 to more recent now.
So you like
comparable.
stuff now. I might eventually be into the stuff now, but I don't know if this is less or more autistic. They have every wrestling match ever in Peacock, so I'll just go in there and like right now I just watched WrestleMania 17, and now I'm just watching the Stone Cold heel run, and I'm just watching every Monday Night Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, and Peacock has a lot of stuff. It's easier to do that, but the WWE Network had it to where it was like, okay, I want to do that. So you could pick your section and be like, all right, add that to my queue. So it's a lot out there, but it does take a while. I've done that for areas where I wasn't more familiar with, like before 97. I don't mess with any of that. Stone Cold, then when he went heel, and then now more recent stuff. But yeah, that would be my pick too.
Are you more of like a Fed guy or a AEW or like New Japan?
I would say basically I'm from Amarillo, and that's where I went to college. So like they did have the local indie
great animal
bar shows. Yeah. So like
that is a great animal.
So basically I like WWE for the big 4 main events like Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. But every time that AEW does a big show, like once every 6 months, those are the best. But I'm not watching either on a weekly basis. I mean,
gotcha.
So yeah.
Are you more of who's your favorite top guy right now?
I would probably say Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes. Those are my top 3. Then it would be like
Roman Reigns again.
Well, I mean, over the course of the last 3 years, he went kind of undefeated. Told a story last year where everybody thought Cody Rhodes was going to win, and then they did it this year. So he established a lot of people. So yeah, last couple of years, people like Roman.
Yeah, Paul Heyman is the fucking man too. He can really solidify a fucking heel.
Mm-hmm.
But sorry, guys,
who's your favorite bottom guy? Tony Hinchcliffe.
Him and Hans and David Lucas, they're down there.
Who's your favorite rabble rouser?
Yeah, who's your favorite?
Casey rabble rouser.
I would, yeah, he shows a lot of inspiration. Like he shows listening to Casey Rocket do whatever he does. It's kind of like when I watch 90 Day Fiance. I feel better about myself.
Yeah. Do you guys prefer rabble rousers or roustabouts?
Rabble rousers.
I like Ronda Rousey.
Tony Hinchcliffe is a babble rouser.
Yeah, for real.
He won't shut the hell up.
Yapping like a girl.
I wonder what it'd be like, because Sweeze just said listening to Casey Rocket. I do wonder what it would be like, because back in the day, they had like comedy albums and stuff you'd listen to, like tracks. Yeah. I wonder what listening to like 10 minutes of his stand-up, just audio, would be like.
Oh my God.
It might be like
I'm not familiar with this person at all. So like, what's his deal?
Schizophrenic comedian, talks about Robitussin, goes left and right. He sings some Nickelback lyrics.
Physical.
It's one of the rare Kill Tony comedians.
I'd be lying if I said that he never made me laugh.
He's actually the best of them. Yeah, he's made me laugh, but it's like anti-comedy. It's kind of meta. I'm actually surprised Tony likes it.
Okay,
but I will say it a lot. Like maybe like half of it is I don't know. I'm not completely sold on the guy. That's what I'll say.
It's
But
good
then
he's
again,
around TikTok,
you look
yeah.
at a guy like Casey Rocket. You look at whoever, even Hans Kim, who I think is detestable. The reason that we're seeing these guys, and whether you hate them or not, which you probably should because they're young comedians, they've been hoisted upon this altar that they shouldn't have yet. So maybe if you're seeing Casey Rocket 15 years in, maybe you like him, but maybe he's dog shit right now. I don't know.
Did you guys know that in England, rocket is what they call arugula?
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's called rocket in England.
Really?
Yeah. Look it up.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, go to England and you would say I'll have the rocket and goat cheese salad with beets.
Oh, is this Sal's salad spectacular?
We're adding another salad to the spectacular.
Someone has to tell Sal. We've added a lot to the lore.
Yeah, I've been thinking about salads since last week, and I gotta say, arugula with a little goat cheese, some beets, and maybe walnuts is a very refreshing.
I'm back on salads. I'm no
arugula. Get your ass back in the house.
Arugula, get your ass inside.
Romaine, get the hell down here. That's my favorite wrestler.
Dude, black people have the same names as like Saiyans from Dragon Ball Z.
Literally, Iceberg Slim.
Yeah,
is named after lettuce.
Yeah,
my favorite Martin Lawrence movie is Blue Cheese.
Yo, Blue Streak is a fucking great movie.
It's legitimately hilarious.
I love that fucking.
The funniest part, I still think about the gag where it's like setting him up to have a romantic subplot, and she just like shuts the door on him, and they just never address it again. Like the woman, there's no romantic subplot. It's so funny.
Chappelle is very funny in it.
I like Big Mama's house salad.
Okay. What's that?
It better come with some croutons.
Oh, look at that! Look at that tomato.
Yeah,
cucumber tomato.
Dude, I am trying to like eat better and be more active.
Maddie Smith. Okay.
I went walking for a lot today. I went walking for a lot.
That's good.
I think I'm retarded now.
Wait, you went walking? Guys, I don't understand. This guy, he says he's walking. That's me.
Dalton, get your own last name. You are not walking.
Sorry.
Sorry, I've been doing a lot of walking too, but
I like how I'll do a shitty impression and then Robbie will just come in and punch it up.
I actually thought your impression was pretty good.
It was good. That was a very good Chris.
It actually might be better than mine. I don't think I have a good walk-in at all.
I can never tell if my impressions are good. I think because they're coming out of my head while I'm saying them. So you guys have to be the judge. What about my Trump? A lot of people think that the Trump is very bad.
I like your walk-in
better than mine.
Yeah, Dalton, can you do Trump?
In the ass.
Don't you do any impressions?
Don't talk about our Mr. President that way.
Oh yeah. I can't really do impressions. I'm bad at it.
You be getting them impressions.
I think the Twitter. One I can do, and this was the one I do be getting those impressions on Twitter. I got a tweet that got like over 1 million views.
Okay, Meghan Markle, New Deal or no deal? Okay. If I meet a prince, he has to leave his family. Okay. I'm not sorry the queen died. She's going to hell, or she would if there was a god. All right. That was Meghan Markle, everybody.
New Deal or no deal?
New Deal or no deal? She's on that show, right? Yeah, that's like how she was famous.
Yeah.
How much money has Bill Maher made us?
Oh my God!
On this, we
literally have a direct money count.
Oh yeah, Robert in the chat says, "Yeah, I can't." So Robert mentioned that I can do Don Pardo.
I'm Don Pardo. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm Donald Pardo.
Who's that? Donald J. Pardo.
He's the SNL announcer guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jay Farrow.
Nassim Pedrad.
That
was a fun bit.
Yeah, we've already done that. Yeah, we've done that bit before.
Hans Kim, Casey Rocket,
Casey Anthony
himself, Anthony Hinchcliffe,
musical guest Red Band.
Yeah, and that's when Dalton said the Lost Prophets, and that really got me.
Oh, that's funny. The Lost Prophets.
Oh, Robbie, you weren't here for that, were you?
No.
You weren't here. Yeah.
He had substitute salad.
Yeah, we
Stepdad
did a
Sal.
whole riff on the Lost Prophets, the pedophile metal band.
Oh, is that about the stock market? Oh, your
The
stocks,
stock
Dalton?
markets.
There's a lot of lost profits. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Honestly, yeah. Yeah, today sucked for
that's
stocks. But I did try to exercise today, and my body is failing me. I've really allowed myself to atrophy. Atrophy, get your ass inside. Yeah.
Just
I saw the white Dante Nero. I'll do an impression of that. Hey, it's me, Robert Dante Nero. Hey,
Robert
Dante
Dante Nero.
But Patrice is dead.
How about Robert D. Niro?
Okay. I don't know.
What would that even
be? Yeah, we don't have to do the bit. Like we could, just have out.
I think it peaked with that. I think Robert D. Niro. It really stands on its own legs.
Won't you fill in the blanks? Robert D.
Niro.
This is the arena of IDTD.
The arena of idea. How the fuck is Lewis passing on this?
Yeah, how could Lewis ban you from Skankfest when this is what we're doing? I mean, this has got to be better than.
Should I pull up the list of people that are on Skankfest and we'll say the ones that Robbie's clearly better than?
Now we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Crack Amico.
Okay.
I don't even have to look at the list for that one.
Mm-hmm.
And Lewis told me I'm invited to Skankfest for life.
Wow, he loves you.
Yeah.
It's funny that we're on the opposite ends of Lewis's approval spectrum, like the exact opposite end.
That's what I'm saying. Don't make sense.
Yeah, Marvelous Mars.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I got it. New role for women comedian.
Oh Jesus.
So who's at Skankfest this year?
Give me a second. You guys vamp for a bit.
Oh, I'm going to suck your blood.
Chris Kattan.
1 2
1 second 2 seconds
So
even if I was like invited to Skankfest, I wouldn't even go.
Lewis has actually begged me to be on Skankfest.
Oh, you mean a Comic-Con for chuds?
Did you guys see that he tweeted something today where he was like, "Oh, like every week I go viral on here, and it sucks that there's just literally no way to monetize it. There is a way to monetize it.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
But then I'd have to pay $6 to a fucking Nazi.
A chud hack
Nazi.
I refuse to give Elon Musk any of my money. I'll only give him all of my time and attention and energy.
I'll only help out the websites all the time.
I'll only spend all day, every day on his website, but he's not getting a dime from me.
I wish there was a way to friggin' I guess the world's against me again.
All right, guys. So I have the comic list here.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna just throw ones out that I think are questionably below Robbie. We'll debate it. Adam Ray. If he shows up as Dr. Phil, I'm gonna fill his.
He is
not only is Robbie funnier and more talented, Robbie could do a better Dr. Phil impression.
Yeah.
I think anyone could.
I'm Dr. Phil, Bobby. Oh.
Dr. Hill.
God damn it, bad baby.
God damn it, baby. Cast you outside. I don't know why. Only if you're giving me the cash for propane.
That's already funnier than the entirety of whatever he's been doing.
I mean, the makeup is really good.
Who is? I'll also put people that I don't know, because if I don't know them, I'm either dumb or they're probably not that good. Because I know a lot of people, and I'm good. Beth Stelling. Do you guys know who that is?
Oh, she's LA. She's an
Robbie's funnier than her.
I used to date her. She was my girlfriend. It was almost more of a disaster than last day's season of the Knicks.
Brian Redband.
Yeah. Okay, I'll
Robbie
take that.
Clears that easy.
I will clear.
Brian Six, who betrayed.
Oh yeah.
Ryan Shaner.
I thought he was like excommunicated from the Philly scene or whatever.
I think it's the Gillis. Bump. I don't know what happened because, okay, I don't want to talk too much out of school here because I love the Philly guys. If they resolve shit, that's cool. But I know that basically the story is Brian Six fucked Ryan Shaner over on
that's what I heard.
podcast money. But Ryan Shaner was just in the show and he had a scene where he's talking to Kyla, which I think Kyla is with Brian.
Right. Yeah.
So they must have. It's weird how maybe when you throw some people some money, they figure some shit out.
Yeah.
But,
I also think everyone still likes Kyla. It's like not her fault.
yeah, she seems cool.
Yeah,
But,
she was nice when I met her.
Casey Rocket.
I would give myself over Casey. Sorry, Casey.
You could say about Casey that because let's pretend that we're pitching this to Lewis.
Yeah.
Lewis could be like, well, whether he's funny or not, a lot of people know who he is, doggy.
A lot of people know who he is, doggy. A lot of people know he's on Kill Tony. That's like the.
He's a rabble rouser.
He's a rabble rouser. Who knows what he's gonna do? It's gonna be crazy.
Chris Kattan.
Oh yeah, come on. Who at Skankfest wants to see Chris Kattan?
Chris Kattan!
Chris Kattan. It's Saturday night. Careers are dead.
Yeah, is there anybody going to Skankfest that's just so stoked to see Chris Kattan there?
It's like, yeah, dude, put me in there instead of fucking who did you do? Mango?
I'm gonna see if I can enlist as many people as possible to every time they see him do the Night of the Roxbury head bump.
Oh my god.
If you just have 200 different people do that to him. Okay, so we got some guy named Dave Adel. You guys know who that is?
Dave Attell.
Dave Adel.
I will say Dave Adel is better than me at comedy.
Dave Smith, who I think is more of a speaker.
Yeah, he might be giving like a keynote.
It's like Dalton, your take.
I think Dave's great. I think Dave's a wonderful comedian.
Oh yeah, you got in trouble for saying Kevin Brennan was funnier. I forgot.
Yeah,
about
that. I got in trouble. I mean, Dave was just pissed off in the moment.
Dr. Drew.
I'm definitely funnier than Dr. Drew.
But that's another person you could be like novelty.
Yeah,
like, people know
famous.
who he is.
He was on Loveline, doggy, with Adam Carolla.
He just did an arena.
I'm trying to get on Mr. Burcham, doggy.
Eric Griffin. Now, unless Eric Griffin is there directing specials.
Did someone say Griffin?
No, it's the unfunny one. Sorry, Peter.
Oh,
sorry, he's fine. I don't know.
He was good in Workaholics.
I did like Montez Workaholics. I have also never consumed his comedy at all. All I know about him, is that he does a podcast with Brendan Schaub and Chris D'Elia.
It was more of like, can you guys believe I'm here? And it's like, we don't care. Where's Robbie?
Yeah,
that's what it'll be like.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I will say one thing: if Robbie doesn't get invited, we're going to enlist a lot of Goodwin heads to come up and ask Lewis where Robbie is.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But we don't even have to go down that road.
Yeah, this is not making me want to
tweet at Sam Morril to ask Lewis where Robbie is.
Yeah, because the only thing keeping me from having, because I was like, the only thing keeping me from encouraging my fans to harass Lewis was I was like, I don't want to get on his bed. Now that I'm banned,
yeah,
why not?
Now there's an uprising.
Burn it to the ground.
Jamie Kennedy and Jason Mewes, essentially kind of the same person.
Yeah, that's funny. I like that it's like all New York comedy podcasters and like guys like Big J liked growing up, you know.
It's comedy podcasters and guys that are there that you would want to take a picture with.
Yeah.
Guys that you would have been really stoked to see 20 years ago.
I am going to take a picture with Jamie Kennedy captioned, "Don't be hating."
Oh yeah.
That's like something I need to do before I die.
That's pretty.
It really is like
fun. I would be stoked to meet Jason Mewes. I would definitely be excited to meet Jason Mewes.
Yeah, it is with Jamie Kennedy. Even like his career is, it is what it is now. He what he gave us with Malibu's Most Wanted transcends most other people's entire career.
He has a lifetime pass, even if he tweeted out
absolutely
the comedians of the last truth tellers or whatever.
He might be doing a bit, which would be very funny.
That would be great.
But yeah,
how's the only Kennedy that's been on Kill Tony Robert F and not Jamie?
I was just about to say I want to go up to Jamie Kennedy and ask, like, yo, so when the government killed your granddad, like, what was that all about?
Isn't that other guy Kennedy? He's like he's a comedian.
Oh, Earl Skakel, yeah.
Yeah.
Earl's cool, actually.
He should have used the last name Kennedy. instead of
he really
Skakel.
should have. Yeah. Well, I think the Skakels like married into the Kennedys or something, but they're like known. Also.
Legion of Skakels.
Legion.
Skake Flores.
So I like married a chud billionaire. I will take the money, but I'm telling him capitalism is evil.
I like that. I like Chud is just like whoever he doesn't like. It doesn't even have a meaning.
What does it mean?
I don't know what chud means. I don't know what they think. It's a movie from the 80s.
Yeah, it's based on an 80s movie.
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. Yeah, it's like a campy 80s like creature feature. And then they just use that word to describe like guys who do podcasts they don't like.
They mean like right winger.
Yeah, sorry, not everybody can do an anarcho leftist Marxist fucking bullshit. You know, sometimes we just want to talk about our favorite salads.
Well, it was very much like when people were saying it when people had like the rose emojis in their bio and stuff. You remember? Like, it feels like still saying chud is like still like saying like old 80s lingo or something. Like still saying groovy or something.
Feels very dated. Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, that dude, this is related to that because he was praising that fucking that trans lady Joker movie. You know what I'm talking about? Have you heard about this? Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? The People's Joker. And dude, I have seen so many people. What?
He did the People's Court theme song.
Oh.
Sorry.
Dude, I have seen so many people online.
Man is a vigilante from Gotham. He has a problem with Joker, who he says is committing crime. He calls him the Clown Prince of Crime. Joe Cumia is also here.
Dude,
I watch that at least once a year.
Sorry,
Dalton. What were you saying?
I have seen tons of people online praise this movie and say that it's great, it's awesome. I looked it up and I like saw what it's about, and I'm like I feel like I'm being fucked with. Like I'm being pranked.
I feel the same way.
Because I read the Wikipedia, like the synopsis on Wikipedia, and it does remind me of just every like dipshit alt comic who's trying to like mash together their favorite things.
Or just like being, the Joker, it's ironic. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it sounds so fucking terrible. And then and like it's also just using like the Warner Brothers intellectual property.
Yeah.
And then acting
them, yeah,
and then acting all like, well, wait, how come I can't do the? You know, they're causing this stink about it. Like,
it's the only reason anyone gives a fuck about this movie is because they know the character of the Joker.
Yeah, it sounds so fun, dude. It looks so fucking.
It looks like a college like film project.
Yeah, it may be the last vestige of the culture war because I'm convinced that people are only giving it any kudos because the lady that made it is trans. There's no other reason that anyone would like this movie.
That's how. That's true. I mean, that's like the culture war is still like I still feel gaslit by like the critical community. Like I watched that movie We're All Going to the World's Fair, which like people were praising as like the greatest horror movie of our generation or whatever. And I watched it, I didn't know that much about it. I was like, this fucking is it was terrible. It was like really, really bad and boring. And then I was like, why the fuck do you? And then it was a trans director. Okay, all right, now it's all it's like literally like it's definitely a thing. Like if a trans person makes a movie, that's like guaranteed 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and people on Twitter going like, this was fucking amazing, and I'm gonna tweet about how I saw it so everyone sees.
Yeah, the thing that seems psychotic to me is that lady made that movie and she's trying to actually distribute it and make like get people to pay for it. And it's like, bitch, you made a fan film. You can't like. Sorry that Warner Brothers owns that all those characters. They're not gonna let you get paid for this. You can put it on YouTube and it'll be right there with the, the other with Green Goblin's Last Stand and the fucking the Indian guy that did that Power Rangers one,
or the YouTube of the Death of Batman, which Low-Res showed me. And it's just like. It starts out as like a Batman, like low budget Batman movie, but it just really turns into very homoerotic, like near gay porn.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
Low-Res was like, I haven't watched this since I was a kid, but I think someone sent me gay porn when I was 12. Like he watched it back as an adult, was like, oh wow, this is really gay. I was
I
wondering
gotta
why
check that
someone
out.
sent this to me.
There is a good fan film on YouTube. It's a Wolverine fan film where Wolverine is like fat now, and he goes to get a haircut, and the barbers are like assassins,
Right.
and so he has to fight a bunch of barbers at the barber shop.
Back in
But
business.
he's fat. He looks like me. He's got the things.
Oh yeah, you do look like Fat Wolverine.
I do. Yeah.
The only fan film I want to see is Dats.
Yeah. What is it with Asians and their parents, by the way? Because he's not the only one.
Hey, they do be talking funny.
They do be talking funny, but
Well,
it seems like
because Asian parents, as someone has an Asian, South Asian immigrant grandma, they're like very funny, like unintentionally.
Well, here's the thing too. A lot of times it doesn't have to be Asian, because a lot of ethnic acts will do the same thing, and a quick way to directly relate to your audience, which is of the same ilk as you, is to talk about your parents, because then the people in the audience will be like, oh, my parents sounded like that too.
Yeah, it's also a shortcut to doing just like a hacky racist accent. I was like, hey, that's what my mom sounded like. Or if in Brendan Schaub's case, just he doesn't sound like that. You just want to do the voice.
Yeah, I don't need an excuse to do the voice. I'll just do it.
So then my mom ate a bat and started coronavirus.
Oh,
Bat fan.
Bat fan.
Bat fan. We got to get back to this list of people that Rob.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, Joe list.
Joe list, yes, is on here, but
we have to get back to that list.
Lev Fur.
Oh, I mean, by a country mile, Robbie is better than
country kid.
Maybe if you just get fat, you can go to Skankfest, Robbie.
Yeah, I mean,
you could talented Mr. Ripley Lev Fur if you just get fat and beat him to death with a bow.
The Sam talented Mr. Ripley.
Yeah,
and I get fat to go to Skankfest.
Oh, is Sam Talent gonna be there?
I think so.
The talented Mr. Ripped Jeans.
Yeah. Oh, that's Josh Adam Myers.
What do you do for work? I still dress like it's 1982.
I have nothing bad to say about Josh Adam Myers.
Yeah, he's also on here. He's
a very lovely fellow.
I like and he also Josh. He does the comedy jam. So
the comedy jam is very.
The comedy jam is fun, and Josh is genuinely like a really cool dude.
Yeah, he's nice. And he's a hot piece of ass. Let's be real.
And he's a hot piece of ass.
Wait, Joe Gorman.
What?
Lewis did tell Joe that on Rap, I guess, like if I can touch your penis, you could get to Skankfest. And Joe did it, and like I think he thought he was getting in, and then soon I think he's not in.
He's not on the list. Not on the list.
Well,
I was fooling.
So Lewis just committed a sex crime because or just ripped him off.
What's new? Let's see who we got. We got
we got
Keith Robinson, who's barely even alive.
Come on, y'all. Lewis, put me in the Skankfest.
Wait.
Come on. Everybody, it's me, Keith Robinson.
Keith Wad? You doing Keith Wad?
That's me, Keith Wad. That's me, Keith Wad. Oh, come on. I had a stroke, Lewis. Come on. Put me in the show.
Keith Rob.
Keith Wad, yeah.
Keith, did you just have a stroke on stage?
Oh, sorry, Brad Lewis.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. We got Lev Fur, who we already said. Who is Lynn Koplitz?
She's funny.
She's funny.
We saw her open. Yeah, we saw her open for Louis.
Is she funnier than Robbie?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but you have to go on girl.
Oh, girl. Dude, by the way, I don't know what was going on with that. She was very funny, but this is a theater with like 5,000 people in it. She ended her set by going, "Did I get the light yet?"
Oh my god, that's so funny. It's a theater.
That was crazy.
Mike Figs.
Yeah, come on.
Obviously, you're funnier than Mike.
Obviously, not according to Lewis.
I have a theory that like Mike Figs like does things for like runs errands for Lewis.
He does have like little brother energy to Lewis.
Yeah.
Mike Fanoia.
Oh, Mike Fanoia.
Probably funnier.
My Fanoia.
I don't think I've ever seen a stand up. I just remember he was like, all I know him as is a Red Bar villain, honestly.
Mike Suarez.
I don't know who that is. Sounds ethnic. Oh, he's a Texas guy.
Mike Suarez.
Mike Sweeze.
Who is Napoleon Emile?
Oh, he's a big fat black guy. He's funny. I like Napoleon.
He's black. Then I'm sorry, Robbie, but he deserves
I know.
to be there.
No, I think Napoleon is funnier than me. Credit where it's
They're
due.
very funny people.
Yeah, any black person on this list, I think, is really we're sizing Robbie up against the white.
Oh, we're sizing him up.
Yeah,
He's a big guy.
Napoleon's
Lev,
very, very large.
Lev is super sizing me up.
Pauly Shore.
Okay, like come on, man. Sweezel, baby. Squeeze the juice.
I went, like last year, I ended up in the Pauly Shore live.
I was there too. I watched the whole
movie.
thing. The
I was
funniest
just so
part was
confused.
Pauly he was like, "No, the mic isn't working." Like he
Who
started the
is-
show over like 10 times.
Yeah, it was rough. Felt like I was being tortured.
I mean, there's plenty of people who deserve to be here. Sam Tripoli.
Okay, yeah, come the fuck on.
I mean,
Sorry,
that
My
guy's
pronoun-
dangerous.
I should do a pronouns joke. Maybe then I'll get in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and make sure that you censor the bad word that you
My
say, because that's really
pronouns-
cool.
Hey, Lewis, my pronouns are book me. Also, the Earth is flat, and that's something I actually believe.
Yeah, my
All
pronouns are retard.
All right, yeah, I'm Bam Margera, and this is Please Book Me, Lewis. Yeah, all right, so we're on the Vegas Strip. There's a bunch of fat guys in size XXL t-shirts. They all look like they wandered out of a Hot Topic. They're going to be so pissed.
Lewis is gonna be freaking pissed.
Lewis is going to be freaking pissed. They don't feed Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil Margera?
Yeah, you can go as Bam Margera and then just harass Adam Ray while he's just
Oh, that
Dr.
sounds
Phil and be
good.
like, Dr. Phil's gonna be so pissed.
Oh,
I'm
man,
gonna rip his wig off.
Oh man, I'll go as Adam Raymond Green and punch him.
Everybody loves Adam Raymond.
Yeah, he's fine. I actually don't know Adam Ray at all.
No, what are you doing?
No, what are you doing? Come on, let me dress up like Dr. Phil.
Robert.
Robert, Deborah.
You guys would not believe the amount of money I lost today.
Don't worry, buddy. We'll make it back in Bill Maher's super chats.
Dalton's trying to have a good time.
Dude, I'm so
I know.
fucking upset right now.
Dalton, thank you for soldiering through while this must be hell for Dalton, just me screaming voices as his like wallet continuously empties. And I'm like, hey, I'm not at Skankfest. Dalton's like, I am financially ruined.
More than I already was.
Yeah.
The thing I was trying to do to save myself has ended me again.
And I'm like, ooh, I made another $2. All right, let me scream Stephen A. Smith.
Who is Osama Suck Dick?
Osama
Usama
Siddiqui.
suck Diki?
Yeah.
Usama suck Diki?
My guy.
That's a cool
My
cool
guy.
picture.
My guy.
Osama
My guy.
Suck Dicky.
He was a
He
Dallas
sounds like
guy.
The Rock. He sounds just like The Rock to me.
Yeah, he was a Dallas guy, and they went up.
Can
to
you
the-
smell me because I'm Indian?
Can you smell what my mom is cooking?
It doesn't matter who my god is because there's like 8 of them.
He was always nice to me.
Osama's a good guy. You know, he's
He's a
very
gay
like
guy.
he's very like he's the kind of networky where he's just at least he's nice to everybody.
He's
you know?
professionally nice. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like
Uh,
I'd rather that than like the climbers who like just don't even want to talk to you after they in their minds feel like they've bounced past you in the rankings.
who is Yama Negro Saunders?
There's like 3 different racist ways you can go about her name. There's like so many ways you could be racist with her name.
Yeah.
I think that's okay that I said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
TJ
fine.
Miller.
I'm
Maybe I
black.
I'll bomb a train. Steve Rannazzisi and TJ Miller back to back on this list is very funny.
Oh yeah, so you're a 9/11, yeah. Welcome to Dallas.
Oh, are you looking at the list too?
I just pulled it up. Yeah.
So you're seeing everybody I'm skipping that I think is funnier than you.
Yeah. Hey, Tim Butterly, Tim Dillon. Those guys are really
There's a
funny.
lot of people I like too, and I don't even want to pose the question. But
Yeah. We don't want to like. We also don't want to like shit on people.
Giannis Pappas.
Oh yeah, come on. What
I like
do
to
you need-
pop his fucking eyes out of the socket.
What is he working catering? Like, what are we doing? What's going on?
I think Lewis is gonna like this.
Yeah, he'll love it. We're shitting on the lineup. There's still tickets they need to sell.
No, but Lewis knows. Lewis keeps his finger on the pulse. He knows that roasts are big right now, and we're kind of
True.
just doing like a big roast right now.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I actually do this almost every Skankfest, where I just do an
Doo-doo?
impression of the lineup. Doo-doo.
Yeah, you do.
Pop us the morning to you.
That's the gold.
I mean, that should get you in. Pop us the morning to you.
Yeah, why do they call him Tyrell and not Pop us the morning to you?
Well, that's the list. We definitely
no
found
Nick
some
Mullen
people.
this year.
Doesn't appear to be.
That's crazy.
Does not appear to be.
Yeah, no Mullen.
Who is Nick Vatterott?
Oh, he's fun. He's funny too. He's an alt guy. He's TJ Miller's friend.
Okay. His picture's a little scary.
He's small and bald. He's
Small and bald.
He's the small short. Nick Maherlin, new co-host. Stop left.
Nick Marlin.
Nick Maherlin, yeah.
Oh, and
He's
he's a fish.
I don't know.
What about Nick Marlin Waynes?
Okay.
Yo, what if Obama was gay?
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Sorry.
You gotta
my
add the
food.
okay.
I'll be right back. Okay.
Your food.
I'm gonna do a little salad corner. I'm starving. 1 second.
Robbie's wife's boyfriend just dropped off a warm glass of cum for him to drink.
Mm-hmm. He just brought over his whey protein and semen shake. Oh, I got a Patreon notification.
Oh, somebody subbed?
Oh, I got a $5 subscriber. Hey, you know what? I think that makes up for the, not joking, thousands of dollars that I lost on the Robinhood app today.
Damn, I'm glad I ejected.
It'll bounce back. Don't worry about it.
That would ruin me. Sweeze, what do you think of the show so far? How's it going?
It's a great show. I feel like the happiest kid in the world, like a Make-A-Wish program.
Oh hell yeah! Well, we are your heroes.
Yeah, we are the John Cena to your child with cancer.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Sweeze, I don't know if you know this. John Cena just followed me.
Yes. So when I saw that, I was like, man, once he realizes who Crack Amico is.
I thought you
only
meant
up from
once
here.
I realize how many people he follows, which is nearly 1 million.
Yeah.
Does he follow you?
Yeah, he does.
God damn it. Sweeze,
Yeah.
nothing personal. But...
Yeah, I think somebody called us out, or was it Drew that said, yeah, it's cool that John Cena's intern followed you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, and the first thing I did, I saw John Cena followed me. So I was like, whose alt account just followed me named John Cena? And then I saw it was John Cena and I was like, holy fucking shit, John Cena knows who I am.
You didn't see it. You didn't see him.
Oh, that's true. I didn't see it. That's basic thugonomics.
It's Thugonomics 101. You can't see me.
And then I saw that he follows nearly 1 million people, including Reverend Bob Levy, and immediately my joy was taken away from me. But it would be funny to imagine that John Cena actually keeps up with everyone he follows, and he's like, "Yo, I haven't seen a Sweeze update in a minute. I wonder how Sumo's doing."
Is Sweeze alive? That's usually what people say.
I bet we could get John Cena on this show.
Yeah, easy.
Not yet, but once we rise the ranks, by the time that we are playing in arenas on the monitor, on the Jumbotron, because we'll still be at home.
Yeah, we're gonna zoom into the crypto.com.
We're gonna zoom into crypto.com arena.
Yeah.
And then everyone
we'll be backstage.
No yonder bags for us, because you will hold on to your phone as you will use it for our live chat to super chat
you'll
us.
use super chat us from the crypto.com arena.
By then we'll only accept at least $500 super chats.
Can you imagine like the echo at Madison Square Garden just be like,
Oh, Pat Rose with $2. Bill Marvin Gaye. Okay, fuck. Geez, fuck. What the fuck with that?
I mean, it would still probably be better than some live podcasts
Probably.
that were at Skankfest South.
I use the crypto.com app for my cryptos.
Huh? Somebody asked in the chat.
What?
it's kind of funny. You know what? I might be banned, but at least On the Gate also wasn't on that lineup. They must feel really bad. They're on the network.
Whoa, that's crazy. So Derek and Gio didn't get in.
That's what it looked like. I'm like, wow, that's a big snub. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe they caused some trouble. Those guys, they're rabble rousers in their own right.
They
That's
really
true.
are. Yeah.
They will rabble rousing so hard that they got locked up.
That's true.
That's true. That's really Honestly, prison is full of rabble rousers.
And bean spillers for sure.
Rabble rousers and bean spillers. Sounds like a Kid Rock album.
My favorite Limp Bizkit song.
Yeah, Rabble Rousers.
That's what it sounds like, a Limp Bizkit album.
Yeah. I gotta say, by the way, the last few days I've been revisiting chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water, and it's perfect.
Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here.
Yeah.
Dude, but when I was like fucking 10 years old or whatever, and I was picture this, if you will. Around the age of probably like would have been like 8 or 9. I had a camcorder, the family camcorder, and I used to do this thing where I had a tech deck skate park, and I would tape my tech decks to the feet of my wrestlers, and as the soundtrack playing, when I would make them do tricks on the tech deck skate park, I was playing that album by Limp Bizkit. So it'd be like, I can see it in your eyes, and you just see the Undertaker on a tech deck doing tricks with me holding him.
You laugh at me, look
down on me and walk around on me. Just one
more time. I jumped in and didn't know that.
I can't remember.
Leadership and leave your shit is a bar.
Yeah,
I got into Limp Bizkit as an adult.
I was locked in as a kid.
Yeah, they were huge when I was
more of an Eminem kid than a Limp Bizkit guy.
I ended up going to Eminem like after Limp Bizkit. Actually, I was big into Limp Bizkit and Kid Rock.
Yeah, I was. It was like me. It was Limp Bizkit, Korn, Slipknot.
Korn was big too.
Korn
was kind of scary though.
I think it's because someone said that Fred Durst wasn't cool on some TV show or something I was watching, and I was like, oh, okay, then he's not.
Yeah,
cool.
Fred Worst.
It might have been like The Simpsons
was that
or
sausage?
something. Fred Worst?
More like Fred Hurst, because he should be dead.
Yeah, Fred Worst.
Yeah, Fred Worst. Yeah, I started with nu metal and then eventually found rap and hip hop, but I began with nu metal.
I started with when I was like, I want to say when I was like 5 or 6, around that age, I was really into Backstreet Boys. I think it's because I had an older sister, but I had that New Millennium album, and I really like Backstreet Boys. And then I think I started watching wrestling, and that's when I bought like the wrestling soundtrack CD with like the apple pie or the cherry pie on the front of it, and then everything that I listened to that they played in wrestling, I started listening to. So they did Limp Bizkit, Korn, Kid Rock, Drowning Pool, shit like that.
Dude, yeah, that just unlocked a memory for me, because I had a similar thing where I was into, like, as a young boy, into like boy bands and boys. And so I remember one time I was at like a Target or Walmart or something, and we were in the electronics section, and an associate came up and was like, "Can I help you with anything?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm trying to find the new Aaron Carter CD."
Oh, I had Aaron Carter too.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
That's how I beat Shaq. Boom. I put it in the hoop like
in the end, Shaq really won the war against Aaron Carter.
Yeah.
I gotta say,
yeah, it was a war of attrition, but Shaq won.
Just imagine Shaq like looking at the news that Aaron Carter died on his big TV in his mansion, and he goes, "Checkmate, motherfucker."
No one crosses Shaq.
Yeah. The chat is saying something. I've never even thought of this, but they're saying that
when Aaron Carter went to jail, I'll bet Shaq was like, "Now who locked up who, motherfucker?"
Yeah, the chat is making an interesting point that Korn and Slipknot kind of aped Mr. Bungle, which I've never thought of that before, but that sounds about right. Because Mr. Bungle was doing, they had masks, they had costumes early on, they were doing fusing metal and hip hop and all these different things together.
He'd be for my Mr. Bunghole.
Mr. Bunghole, yeah. Yes. But they were doing that way before any of that new metal shit hit. And Mike Patton never liked being called a new metal act.
Maybe that has a little bit to do with the fact that their name is Mr. Bungle. I think that maybe that was confusing to people.
Maybe. I mean, it was a confusing band, and they only were able to really get that record deal because of his success with Faith No More.
Skullfuck is very funny.
Cornholio, okay, Cornholio with a K.
Oh man, yeah. So for me,
Skullfuck definitely makes me laugh the most of the chat. So shout out Skullfuck.
Skullfuck
he goes hard.
He goes hard.
So it was those bands from wrestling, and then I think the first thing that got me into rap was that D12 World CD.
Dude, that was my first rap CD too.
Yeah, because
I love my band.
Yeah, my band that like was big in like my elementary. I think it was in like 5th grade, and then after that, I worked backwards on Eminem, and then got into 50 Cent, and then from then on, it was just all rap.
Dude, I remember it blew my mind. I was like, "Whoa, music can be funny, like real music, not Weird Al." I think Roses was on at the same time, and those like back to back. I was like, "These are hilarious."
Yeah. Toby Keith rules too.
Toby Keith is awesome.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
Dude, fucking, we haven't talked much about the Tom Myers episode.
Oh yeah, Tom asked for my Skankfest slot. I said sure.
I mean, why isn't that guy at Skankfest? Nick Millions isn't there this year.
Yeah, he should be at Skank. Yeah, that's like a come on, give Tom a Skank. People love it. That's like such a slam dunk.
People do love Tom, and not in an ironic way anymore. I think he's endeared himself to the populace.
Well, he's very.
We are changers of narratives.
Yeah, that is funny.
Some might say that we are breakers of narratives.
Some would say that we are spiller of beans.
Yeah,
we
are a bunch of SOBs.
Spillers of beans.
Yeah, we're a bunch of SOBs. We're notorious SOBs.
I don't know if you guys realize it, but we have been creating a really great shirt with this spilling the beans bit. We got a shirt on our hands.
What do you mean? I take this more of a threat. People shouldn't cross us. Because we're going to spill the motherfucking beans on these motherfuckers.
I think we got ourselves some Crowder Boy merch going with spilling the beans.
We have so many good t-shirt ideas.
We do.
We have DTD. We have Prove My Mind.
I smell like I sound. I'm lost.
Dude, I wanted that thing that Token Tony did, that Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, that was great.
Shirt.
That's a great. Shirt right there. That's a good one. All right, so if anyone makes shirts,
wait. Isn't Robert Gibson working on them?
He is, yeah.
Oh yeah, I had
our business manager.
He's a really nice guy.
Robert's awesome. Robert's a good dude.
We had a nice call this week. I felt like I was actually like doing business.
Mm-hmm. He should go by Bob. Bob Gibson.
I agree.
Sounds good.
Oh, King of the Iron Fist, Heihachi Mishima.
Oh, thank you very much, Very honorable Canadian $5.
He rubs the show.
We love you long time, dude.
Dude, I follow this one guy on Twitter. He's a funny dude, but he posted a video where he was like doing a money spread, but with Canadian money. He lives in Canada. I didn't realize how fucking stupid Canadian money looks.
Yeah, it's all coins, right? Uh-oh.
No, it looks more like paper than our money.
It's colorful, and they have like the kings and queens on it.
Yeah,
right?
and it does look like play money. It
does.
It's the money that you like can't rip, right? Like that kind of shit, kind of material.
Yeah, it might actually. That might be a part. I don't know. It looks fucking stupid though. It was pink. It was like pink bills, dude. Canadian money looks fucking dumb. That's why your economy is falling apart. Your money looks like toys. Our money has like Illuminati shit all over it.
Well, we have the ultimate bill, Maher.
That's true. The value of that bill never goes down.
Dollar bill, Maher.
Dollar bill, Maher.
I think that was Crack.
New
Crack-
rules everywhere around me.
New rules everywhere around me.
Dollar bill, Mar.
Cream, get the funny, okay?
Oh shit! I might have to write a whole fucking parody.
dude,
a Bill
a
Maher
Bang
hype
Bang Maher gang,
yeah, a Bill Maher hype song would be great.
It would be fun if you covered that E40 song, but then you did a little bridge of cash rules everything around me. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of diss tracks lately, and every time I listen to Hit 'Em Up, I think about Two Bears, One Grave.
Yeah, nobody's really talking about it, but I still have the best diss track of the year.
Yeah, it's the year of the hater, dude.
It's me, and like, Not Like Us is close after me, but I mean it's a banger. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, Shaq's song about Shannon Sharp is also pretty good.
What Kendrick needs to do is start going after people that podcast, because those guys really put their life out there. So
Tony
you have all the
Hinchcliffe.
information.
Tony Hinchcliffe, your life is a lie. Everybody knows that you're gay inside.
Something like, you know, BBL Tony, BBL Peter.
Sweeze, who's the first rapper you ever listened to?
I had my grandma buy a Tupac All Eyes on Me in 3rd grade, so I was pretty tapped in. Yeah, Southern rap. I found out what a pussy was from that Juvenile song back then.
I'm sorry, Sweeze, not to cut you off, but Robbie, literally the only thing about you that was better than Sal is that you didn't eat. And now
I'm sorry, can you hear? Why I turned my mic off?
No, it's just seeing you. It's seeing you eat. I don't like seeing men eat. If you're a nice woman.
Oh, he ate.
Or can you actually, while you're eating, can you just do Peter in front of you eating? I think that'll solve.
Yeah,
the
just
problem.
put Peter in front of the camera while you're eating. Thank you.
And also, could you do the solo shot on Peter?
Yeah, switch it to solo Peter. We'll take a beat to just watch Peter. There we go.
There we go. Peter looks like he's masturbating furiously.
Yeah, Peter's quivering.
It's because you're both in the arena. Are you ever going to take the tag off? What, are you going to return it?
No, it's like a fitted cap. You can't take the tag off.
Well, it's funny as it's not mine; it's my dad's. So I don't want to take the tag off.
Oh, so all of this is his fault.
You are.
That's not Robbie. That's Peter.
Would you do your Peter impression in front of your dad?
Yeah, he loves it. He loves Family Guy. He's like,
see, this is my thing. I don't know. Like, I can't imagine doing anything. Like, I can't imagine my parents listening to this, what I'm doing right now. I can't imagine them listening to my music. I would never rap in front of my parents. And if anybody played my song in front of them, I would leave the room. I'd be so fucking embarrassed.
yeah,
I think that has a lot to do with how I grew up.
Sure.
I was made to be ashamed of expressing yourself.
I didn't I kind of like didn't perform for my parents for a very, very long time, but then I took them to one of my shows and they like really enjoyed it.
Oh, you couldn't.
When
you
I
couldn't
when
keep
I
it
was
up?
when I was like
Yeah.
6 or 7, I said to my dad, "Daddy, I'm gonna be a star."
Really?
Yeah, no. You're gonna see my name in lights, Dad, Pop.
I'm a star. Pearl.
They're gonna be chanting my name at Skankfest South, huh?
I'm gonna be on television.
Pearl Skakel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, did you tell your dad that you were going to sell out the garden?
Yeah, I did.
And now he doesn't remember because his brain is a pile of shit.
Oh my god. I like that Crack has been so nice to Sweeze, and then out of nowhere, just a devastating fucking.
No, that wasn't about Sweeze.
What about me?
It was about me?
But Sweeze, do you know who it was about?
Yeah, Schultz.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what happened to
Sorry,
Schultz's
Sweeze.
dad?
He's retarded.
Okay.
Oh, Schultz did that fucking Instagram clip about like, I took my dad to the guard.
Yeah, I think he has Alzheimer's.
I would never use my dad for social media content.
Alzheimer's.
New rule. What was I talking about?
Yeah, new rule. New rule.
New rule. I forgot all the old rules.
Yeah, sorry. That was kind of mean.
I'm
feel
sorry,
bad.
Sweeze. I'm an asshole. I didn't mean to do that though.
If I did say that, if I said that to Squeeze, that would be insane.
I was saying, I was like, that. What the fuck? I was like, damn, dude, that's a Nick Mullen level sociopathic put down.
Yeah, I
Nah,
finally
Squeeze-
realized I don't have to respond to everything in my mentions. So going from like 300 followers a year or so ago to like way more than that, I'm like, oh, I guess I better engage with this guy calling me a faggot. You know?
Yeah, rookie mistake.
Yeah,
Rookie
Sweeze,
mistake.
Sweeze, how you doing these days? You how are you?
I'm on the up. Crazy last 6 weeks probably in my life, but everything is kind of sorted out. Looking for jobs all around Texas, which in turn haters just say like I'm making it all up or anything
you're gonna
like
intern?
that. So no, I'm not gonna intern. I'm trying my best to do anything I can.
Oh, you're saying intern?
Have you looked into
Yeah.
like
Turning around
phone sales, like work from home?
Yeah, phone sales you can easily get about 14, 15 an hour, and you know those jobs go, they just
Plus
disappear.
commission.
Plus commission. I'm not really a good salesman, and I think that it's just like I tell myself that I can't bullshit, but I bullshit all the time. So maybe I should get into sales. Maybe I should, you know, options are open for me, but no, everything's on the up and up. Just a couple
Your
of rock
brother got
bottoms
into
here
a
and there.
cell.
Yes, he did.
See, that's the hardest I'll rib you, Squeeze.
Yeah.
Cool. I can take it, you know.
You have shirts with my face on it. I would never
Yeah,
do
because
anything mean to
14,
you.
15 an hour is the dog shit money.
Deep the dog shit.
The dog shit money.
Yeah,
But
Crystalia do 14 a day.
Yeah.
But the commission structures for those jobs can be nice, but you have to actually sell stuff. So
Commission impossible.
I mean, with the fucking sales job I have, it kind of is because it's a whole thing, dude. They got me in the low income department, so ain't nobody got money. Hey, how I'm supposed to sell to someone who ain't had a job in 2 years?
Do you guys think Dalia is ever like, yo, it was worth it?
Yeah, like at the end of Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. Like, I wonder if he actually regrets it, or he's like, you know what? And all in all, I'm still doing theater shows, and I got to get some young little pussy.
I wonder what he thinks. I literally wonder if he's like, I didn't do anything, you know?
Nah, he knows.
He knows.
Anybody who would know that they didn't do anything, regardless of what a lawyer tells them to do, is going to get online and be like, this is all bullshit. I didn't fucking do anything.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. And he did literally the complete opposite of that.
Yeah. That's true. I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, these guys are they're just not wired like we are, you know? So I don't know what story they tell themselves in their brain.
Mm-hmm. Let's find Sweeze a job.
Oh, Sweeze, by the way, I don't know. Is there any time that you need to leave?
Nah, I got nothing on my schedule aside from podcasts.
You'd just be listening to this if you weren't here, right? So
yeah, same. You guys save me.
Oh yeah, you know, I got Do-Rag at 9, then at 11 I got Kill Tony, and then midnight I got Matt and Shane.
Yeah. You can work from home anywhere now. Like you're not restricted to anything, so you just get, you know. Dude, I have a job my job now, I have never met a single person I work with in person. Like the entire interview process, getting hired, getting trained, all my job has been virtual.
That's cool.
I've never had to actually be in a room with any of these fucking people, which is nice.
You still hate them?
I don't know. They're actually all very lovely. I'm probably like I'm bad at my job.
I will say virtual makes coworkers less annoying because you don't have to like be in their space every day, or they're not in your space. Space is tapes.
For my job, for my part-time job that I work, I'm around people first thing in the morning for like an hour, and then I'm by myself all day long. And sometimes just that hour, I almost lose it.
Oh yeah. Well, my last job we were doing like hybrid, like 2 days in, like
hybrid
3
theory.
days in, hybrid theory. Yeah. I worked in Lincoln Park. But even just like those 2 days, I would like be very frustrated with like, oh, that guy fucking eats his food weird, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. You know they be microwaving fish in the break room.
And especially if you have to be somewhere early in the morning, like morning, it's so easy to get mad at people.
Yeah, no, Garfield is right, dude. I hate Mondays. And
Only morning I like is
don't even get me started on Mondays.
That is actually a nice thing about virtual too, is that you can like wake up right before, like, is this boring? This is probably so boring. I'm sorry.
No, this is not boring.
What do you guys think about the?
I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, the whole idea of like this return to the office thing is some bullshit. I never want to have to go anywhere to work again.
Yeah, Steve Carell's not even in it. they're in a new office.
Dude,
show, I think.
if we live in a world now where most jobs are just like not even anything anyway, like most every job is bullshit anyway. Why do I have to go to a place to do nothing?
Dude, I know.
Raphael said, "I hate Marn days." What is that, Marfield?
Marfield. New rule. Lasagna, please.
New rule. Lasagna.
That Garfield and Furiosa bombed this weekend.
Garfield, I saw previews to that. I went to see something recently, and I saw previews, and it made me think like, are they just gonna put Chris Pratt in every animated role possible?
When I saw the poster, I thought it was a bit. I thought it was like an April Fool's joke or something. I was like, no, Chris Pratt Garfield. That sounds like something.
No, April was the name of his girlfriend in Parks and Rec.
That's right. I'm sorry. I forgot about that. I'm a fool. New fool.
He was April's fool in that show.
April Fool.
The character was so stupid.
April Fool. Oh, Joe. New fool.
Dude,
Melton.
yeah, that sucks that Furiosa's bombing. I haven't seen it yet, but Fury Road is like the best movie of
is that the Don Wicks thing? The Don Wicks Furioso?
The Dan Wicks
Furioso. That's what he is when Robbie shows up late. He's Furioso.
I dropped out of a Pat Haggerty fiasco for this, by the way.
Good.
Dalton. Yeah.
How many fiascos are going on in that crazy
stage? Only Dan Wicks is a fiasco. I would say Pat Haggerty was just a bar show.
Pat Haggerty's is a pandemonium.
By the way, yeah, it's a Oh, I love pandas. But
I got broads in Atlanta.
What about Dan Wicks Lupe fiasco?
Okay.
Dan Wicks push. Wicks push.
Kick up, push, kick up.
This is just for Dalton.
Yeah.
I did my roast battle against Dan is up on the YouTube, so definitely check that out.
Maybe if we can get people making jokes about Dan Wicks like we do Bill Maher, maybe he'll become a notable figure.
I did rewatch Road Warrior, and it's awesome.
It's great. I like that every Mad Max is a totally different thing.
Yeah.
I think I know why Furiosa. I think I know why it bombed though. It's like I think people just don't remember Mad Max Fury Road that much, and that the character is a different actor. So I think
Mad Max. That sounds like Bernie's family when he died.
I think it's just
a bunch of Mad Max.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Okay.
Why does George Miller only make movies like it's Mad Max and Happy Feet? It's like Happy and
that Genie movie with Tilda Swinton and Idris Elba.
Oh, and Babe Pig in the City, which is about Lev Fur. Okay, folks.
Wait, Happy Feet. Is that the one with Morgan Freeman?
No, that's
new rule that if you're gonna be a teenager, you can't believe in God because I am God. How can I be an atheist and God at the same time?
Craig, you're thinking of March of the Penguins.
That's true. That's true.
Jesus Christ.
It's crazy how many things, like when we created this bit, we had no idea how many things
we didn't
it is
know
amazing how many things rhyme with Mar.
Yeah, how well it fits into so many different things.
But yeah, that's the thing. It's like also, so apparently he wrote Furiosa and Fury Road at the same time, and there's just like a shitload of weird delays, and that's why it's out like 10 years later.
What's his deal with Fury stuff? Furioso, Fury Road. He probably likes Furio from Sopranos.
Yeah.
Furio is the best, actually.
Mad Max Furiosa Road, what the fuck?
You got a B on your hat.
She fucks Carmelo, what the hell?
Mad
yeah.
Max is awesome, and
It's
I think
great.
people just don't get it. People are averse to.
Well, the other thing is,
you
Mad Max
know,
Fury Road wasn't a big hit. It was like a solid hit, but not big enough of a
yeah,
hit.
because it was like what Thunderdome came out in what like
The 80s.
93.
Yeah.
Or maybe the late 80s, early 90s was Thunderdome, and then it was 2015 was Fury Road. So I'm sure
He should have just had old Mad Max, which I think was one of his ideas too.
Sweeze is about to be getting some Thunderdome in that bed right
Mhm.
there
I hope
behind
so.
him later tonight.
Where the magic happens.
Mhm.
That is a nice. That looks like a nice bed. It looks pretty
It's
big.
a-
Is that a king?
It's a king.
You're a king regardless.
Nice. Burger King.
Appreciate it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mixed
you
with
the
Liver
king. Burger King.
You're the king, Burger King.
I do think that Mel Gibson could have knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, and I don't think Anya Taylor-Joy or Chris Hemsworth are like real stars. They're kind of just like in a lot of movies.
Yeah, I saw somebody online though. There's like an interesting theory going around that
Hybrid?
there's an interesting hybrid theory going around that the Chris Hemsworth character in Furiosa might be actually Max.
Ooh.
That's Max Rockatansky or whatever his name actually is.
Max Kelly.
Or he's in some way a reference to Mel Gibson.
Oh, interesting. But Max is in. No, that doesn't make sense because he's in Fury Road.
Right. But there is no singular Max because it's a different guy. It's like a different character.
I'm more of a Windows guy.
Right.
I liked it when it was HBO Go.
Yeah, I have to agree. Zaslav is fucking up.
Because the Max Rockatan, what's his name? What's his full name? Max Rockatan.
Max Goofy.
Casey Rockatan.
With the titular Mad Max in Mad Max, that version of Mad Max is not even post-apocalyptic. It's just like the near future.
Yeah.
But Australia, it just looks. Honestly, if you didn't know any better, you would just say, "Oh yeah, that's just what Australia's like."
Yeah, the first one isn't really sci-fi. It's just like he's just out running a gang of thugs.
Yeah, and then Road Warrior is post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, and then Thunderdome is like almost for kids.
Thunderdome is Hook, was what I said.
I like it though. I like Thunderdome.
I do like Thunderdome a lot. And I think a lot of people think it's just Thunderdome. They think it's the 2-man in or 1-man leave. But then they disregard the entire second half of the movie where he teams up with children to go back to the Thunderdome. And
oh, yeah, that's right.
Defeat Tina Turner.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how it's like everyone is like a totally different kind of thing.
Yeah, and they don't really. There's
no real continuity.
Road Warrior does reference the first movie. Like at the beginning, there's that prologue where the narrator is saying, you know, there was a time when the was something, and all the oil ran dry or whatever. But yeah, there's not much mentioned in that movie about the first movie, and then Thunderdome is like. Has nothing to do with the other two.
Yeah, I thought the Road Warriors were pretty good, but they were kind of overrated. And then as time went on, Hawk started to have a drug problem, kind of left Animal in the lurch a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then
I disagree, Crack. I thought the Warriors were actually really good on the road this year. The problem was the home game.
I like when the Warriors come out to play. Yeah.
Steph did that. He referenced the war because like some fucking retard on the Rockets like Warriors come out to play, and then they just like sunned the Houston Rockets. And
yeah,
Steph,
that was pretty cringe when Steph Curry did that. I'm not gonna
I thought
lie.
that was pretty cool.
Well, yeah, that's because you're a fan. You're a Curry ball washer.
Well, you know, he's hot. He's a hot piece of ass. What can I say?
How about Fury Road Head?
How about Steph Curry Road?
Okay.
And
Fury Country
instead
Roads.
of Thunderdome, they shoot for it.
Mm-hmm.
2 men enter. 1 man makes a basket.
2 men enter my ass.
That's good too.
I'm gay.
It has to be sort of a weird thing to be like a millionaire and be so famous because in your mind, like every night you go to sleep, you just think, I'm the best at shooting this ball.
Who's ever I know. Well, those guys have huge egos, all of them. Even Steph, even though he seems like a nice guy,
I got a big ego.
Yeah. Did you see the inside of the NBA New York Times story today? It was wild. Barkley is going to be a fucking problem for Warner Brothers, and I love it.
What's
you better Warner Brother.
Warner Brother. Well, he just went off. He's like, man, the CEO. They're like following me around, and he's like, Kenny, don't look at me like that. I can talk over the fuck I want to. Like they're like, he used an expletive to say it. And then they were like, we tried to talk to Shaq, but he's like, ever since Charles went off, we're not allowed to talk to anybody. And they were like, Warner Brothers said that they can say whatever they want. It was a very interesting article. It's funny that like this shitty CEO of Warner Brothers, like the guy who might actually publicly make it known that he sucks at really bad is fucking Barkley, just because he's so like.
Did you know that speaking of Warner Brothers, did you know that Marilyn Manson's actual name is Brian Warner?
Yeah.
Really? Oh yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, he's Jewish.
Oh, no wonder he did all those sex crimes.
Marilyn Manson was another one, along with Korn and Slipknot and Limp, like all those that when I was a kid, that was a big deal.
I never trust anyone. I have a rule: don't trust anyone that dresses spooky 24/7.
New rule.
New rule. New rule.
What about Merrill Lynch Manson?
Ooh.
How about Marilyn Maher?
The beautiful new rules. The beautiful new rules.
Yeah.
All right, now they're saying Marner Brothers.
Marner Brothers.
Going too far.
Marlon Manson. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if Kenny the Jet Smith got like shot in the head on set, and then Charles Barkley was like, "Oh my God, they killed Kenny."
Yeah. How about another joke, Barkley?
Oh yeah, they did a whole Mad Max thing in the new South Park special.
How about Mad Shaq? He's like, I'm very, very, very mad. Can't you tell by my voice?
Is this Max guy? Does he ever like lighten up a little bit and have a good time? Does he always?
He seems mostly kind of not that mad. Honestly, he's pretty emotionally neutral a lot of the time.
Or is it mad like British people say?
He's going mad, governor.
He's mad, governor.
He's Randy.
He's Randy. Oh, behave.
Yeah, dude. Australia looks awesome.
We don't talk quite enough about how much Austin Powers rules.
It's oh my God.
I know it's an old bit.
Topic of conversation.
It's not a bit. It's a sincere love.
Yeah, it's just how we feel.
We did a watch along for Gold Member on the Loud Boys, and it was
I watched it.
Watching the movie, being like, "This is really funny."
Yeah, it was just us going, "Damn, this is good."
Yeah, you guys just watched the movie.
Yeah,
we're like, we should do a movie we don't like next time.
Yeah, it really was like we have nothing we can add to this because it's a perfect movie.
Yeah, and you don't want to talk over any of it.
Kenny the Dave Smith.
One thing that does rule, like one thing that's kind of understated about those Austin Powers movies, because you could look at them and be like, same with Seinfeld, you can look at it and be like, oh, it's cheesy, like I don't like the humor. But how many movies do you see where literally every second of the film has value?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, well, there's no dull moments.
The thing with Austin Powers, why it works so well beyond, like, aside from just that they are very, very funny, is they're not necessarily parodies. Like, they're very sincere movies.
Yeah.
Clearly, like, Mike Myers clearly loves, like, British shit and James Bond and all that. Like, all of what's in those movies is coming from a place of love.
Yeah,
like,
he said it was a tribute to his dad because him and his dad would watch James Bond when he was a kid.
Yeah, so that's really like what's beautiful about those movies.
Gold Maher.
I love rules.
Oh yeah. Token Tony did make us as the gold member.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Wow, that's perfect.
Yeah, that picture's online.
That's great. I'd love to see that.
It's on the internet.
You know what's great about Austin Powers? Also, is it's probably the best comedy villain. Like, there's not a lot of great comedy villains, but Dr. Evil is fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something about everything in it that just works.
Yeah.
There's like a familial sense to it for some reason. Like from the first time you see it, you relate for some reason.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is like even as a kid, even now, but especially as a kid, I had no clue what that movie was referencing at all.
Yeah.
As a kid, like I could not, like at that time I was like I couldn't tell you any of like what this is alluding to.
Well, it's kind of like Weird Al, right? Like I didn't know a lot of the songs he was parodying, but then as an adult I appreciate that element a little more.
Yeah, but it still works.
Whoop-de-doo, Marzel. Maher, no real. More.
But I mean, even now, I could. There's so much in those movies that I'm like, I don't really know what this is in reference to, like what it's satirizing, but it still works. I guess just like goofy British shit. They are goofy over there in England. Their money looks stupid too.
Yeah.
What happened? Why do we get quiet all of a sudden?
I was actually just picturing their money, and I was like, "Yeah, it is stupid."
I was reading the comments on the Dan Wicks fiasco.
Everybody else's money except America looks fucking dumb, dude.
Yeah,
we have the coolest money.
Enough with the coin, dude. Nobody has ever brought this up in comedy, but
Stephen A. Quinn as an Anthony Quinn. I like it.
Can of beans.
Looky here, tough guy. All right, tough guy.
Dude, I think about that when we had him. That was probably one of the hardest times I've ever laughed.
Me too. Yeah,
hanging out with him on that show. He was funnier than most other comedians.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
I don't even know Anthony Quinn. Is that like Colin's brother?
No, yeah. Colin wishes. No, Anthony Quinn. He's dead now. He passed away recently.
AQ.
But he was a comedian in Jersey and New York, like that area. And he just had this quality where like I don't even think he understood why he was funny. He was just a cartoon character.
Maniac. Yeah, he was like a crazy fat guy.
Yeah, he was a real life cartoon character. And so I don't even think like he was a lot of things he said and did that were funny. I don't even think he was ever trying to even be funny.
No, he was just an absurd person.
Yeah.
But he was also very nice. Like he would just randomly send me like long paragraphs, be like, "Keep grinding, buddy. You're really funny. I like you."
Yeah, he was a sweetheart. I was really sad when he died.
Me too.
That really bummed me out.
Yeah, no, he was a pure soul. And
you guys ever see dead people in your dreams?
All the time.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've had. I don't know. My dreams are so non-specific. I usually don't see people.
Craig, I think you're living your dream right now.
Oh, Dalton, the
somebody pinch me.
I had a dream, dude. I was shopping at Walmart with my grandma in a dream last night.
Walmart,
yeah.
Yeah, new rule.
I was with my grandma at Walmart in a dream, and then I gave her a big hug, and I said,
"Oh,
I know this is a dream, but it's really nice to be able to hug you one more time."
Oh my god, that is.
And I bet you woke up with a boner.
Come on, Craig. Yes,
you did though, because yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Dalton, I forgot to mention that I fucked her.
Oh, come on, take that back.
Eskimo Bros.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have mentioned it. Oh, Eskimo.
Yeah, that was crazy, dude.
I've never had that. My dreams are hardly ever about people, and the people are usually not super distinguishable. The people in my dreams are typically changing, like throughout the entire dream. Usually my dreams are like some task that that I have to do, or some mission that I have to do for some reason. I don't have any meaningful moments with
Damn,
people.
you stay hustling even in your dreams. Even when you sleep, you're hustling.
Yeah, and I hate it because I'm really lazy. Yeah, have you ever had a dream where this would happen a lot when you do jobs where you do really repetitive shit like a cashier or a server, but I've literally had dreams doing both of those jobs where I dream like an entire full night of sleep working that job.
It sucks, dude.
It's the fucking worst.
Yeah, because you wake up and you're like, oh, now I have to actually go do this.
Yep. And
yeah,
do you guys ever have a dream, or there's some kind of weird dream you can have where like for hours of a night you'll wake up like every 10 minutes and you're not quite awake.
Yes,
there's something keeping you from falling fully asleep.
That was the other night I had that. I'm not sure if I slept that night, like kind of.
Yeah, that shit fucking
sleep.
sucks.
I've had sleep paralysis a bunch of times. Where
Dalton, you probably have very vivid dreams because you're completely sober.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my dreams are very. I dream in colors.
Colors.
Can't find a better band.
Annie Letterman.
David Letterman.
Annie Letterman.
Oh yeah, Annie Letterman.
Have you guys on some real shit though? Like, have you guys ever had a dream that you like spilled the beans about something on those motherfuckers?
Oh yeah.
Have you guys ever had a dream that you spilled beans on motherfuckers?
What if we storm kill Tony, but we just go up and just spill beans on the stage and then leave?
We gotta spill the beans on Kill Tony.
We are the bean spillers.
That would be pretty sick if you just went up to do a minute and then you like out of your vest pocket you just pull some beans out and pull them on the stage.
Who spills the bean spillers beans? Tony.
riddle me this, Tony.
Not the bean spiller.
We've focused so much on spilling the beans, we haven't even really touched on Hungry Wolf.
Oh, Hungry Wolf,
dude! Hungry Wolf was. My question is like, does he possess any amount of self-awareness? Like,
that's what's crazy.
Like, do you hear what you're saying?
Dude. And he's like smoking, like he's like, yeah, I'm fucking badass, dude.
He has awareness. Well, smoking is cool.
Cigarettes
is cool.
Yeah, you're right.
But here's the thing, like, he obviously is aware that he appears gay because that's the only joke that he will take.
Yes,
like when people call him gay, but nothing else. Like, don't say the show stinks. Don't say it's a game show. Don't say
don't
it's
make fun of
mic.
Netflix.
Like, everything else is real, and everybody's jealous of how amazing he is. But he's conceded to the fact, or he's
concede these nuts.
Yeah, he wants to come see these nuts because he's
see. That's why
gay.
I think he's not gay. I think it might be the only thing he's secure in is that he likes girls.
No, he's gay.
He's gay.
Did you see you posted it? He was like, when they give me a chance. He's gay.
Oh yeah. Oh man, how about that fucking other clip I sent where he's like, oh, it was such a good story. He was like, these black guys, I couldn't believe it. I had to perform for a bunch of black people, and one of them stood up and heckled me, and I annihilated him. He would actually be very funny if he said that, just like you said it. He's like, I had to perform for a bunch of black people. I know he should.
That'd be funny as fuck.
He's like, a lot of LA gang. I was just say the N-word, Tony. Just fucking
Theo Von was there. Like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, Raphael in the chat said he had some black beans today. I had charo beans earlier.
Charo beans.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Pokemon. This Pokemon here, what's his name? Charo Beans?
He's
and then he goes, and then my manager called me to say that was Aesop Rocky. Oh, cool. Oh, so you were like, you had to be in a bunch of black people, but you annihilated, and then your manager called you to tell you that it was a famous, great story. Tony, that's hilarious. That's such a funny story.
And also, it's very funny. It's like we were in a bad area in LA, and there was gangs everywhere, and one of the biggest celebrity rappers that really has nothing to do with gang culture whatsoever, and is kind of a fashionista. There. So you decided it was gang because you're in LA and there's black guys there.
That's literally
Yeah, I had a conversation a few years ago. I'm not gonna name names. I'm not gonna spill the beans on this.
Who was it?
I can't say.
No, but who was it?
This is somebody who
Dalton, you're being a full wolf.
I'm a fool. I've eaten.
You're a stuffed wolf.
I'm a satisfied wolf.
You're on full wolf's notice.
I'm a satiated wolf. This is no, it's a friend of the show, somebody we respect as a performer, a comedian, and I just cannot say who this is. But I do remember I had a conversation with this person, and I said, does it seem to you like, okay, yeah, there's too many podcasts, but that's fine. But what is going on with the amount of people who consider themselves comedians and podcasters that are like, don't you want this thing to go away where it's just guys who think they're awesome?
Yeah.
And this person said to me, I have been praying. He said something like, I do think there will be some sort of like reaction to that. Like this whole flex culture that we're seeing, guys that there's going to be like a snapback or the pendulum will swing back. Like those guys, what they're doing is fucking insane.
I know this was the pendulum against woke stuff, and it sucks too. It's like, all right, maybe shit just sucks all the time.
And the thing about Tony too is what really bothers me about him as a wrestling fan. Like, I will bet you that this bothers Zach too. He would never say it, and Zach has never told me that. But like, he professes himself as like this huge wrestling fan, and you just know that he sees himself as like this wrestling heel. But let's think about, and when I say this, I'm not talking about what just happened on Kill Tony when he went on there. But if you think about one of the biggest heels of all time, who a lot of people consider the greatest wrestler of all time, and certainly one of the greatest heels, top 3 undebatedly, Ric Flair. It's one of the biggest heels ever. Very cocky, very braggadocious, cuts promos, and like, I'm wearing $100,000 suit. I'm wearing $100,000 suit, and I'm having trouble holding these alligators down. Like, he's just a complete douchebag, rich, like he's making you hate him. But here's the thing about Ric Flair: when Ric Flair would get in the ring, he would fucking look like a total idiot. Yeah, like he would run, he would pray, like, please don't hit me, I'm so scared. He would cheat, he would lie, he would fucking do everything to make himself like the biggest pussy ever, and he never won fairly. Every time he ever won, it was unfair. So it's almost like Tony thinks he has the limousine ride and woo, like all that shit, but there's no self-deprecation. There's no getting the other guy over. There's no deprecation. Like,
Tony is not doing kayfabe. He truly believes the things he's saying.
Absolutely. And like every Kill Tony episode should end with him like naked being spanked. And then you'd be like, okay, this guy was a douche the entire time, but here's where it comes full circle.
It was funny when he was like yelling at the audience, just being like, you can't say that about Netflix. It was like, he was like kind of tongue in cheek, but you can tell that he was like really just mad that he couldn't control their every reaction to everything. Like, he wishes he could yell at the audience like he does Red Band, but he was like, watch it, Tony. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I do have to reiterate though, he did buy some shirts.
Oh,
He bought shirts.
Well, then I love him.
He probably wiped his ass with them.
That's what depressed me about all those people unironically retweeting that clip, because I was just like, so what you like and what you're sharing is just a guy like talking about how awesome he is. That, like, where's the comedy in that? Like, what's the comedic what's the value in general about this?
Yeah, I mean, I guess like with comedy these days, like actual comedy is probably like 9th on the list of any of like what's important in comedy now.
Yeah, I like that also Joe Rogan made it based on like taking down Carlos Mencia.
I could be wrong.
He took like I would say Rogan took Carlos away from us. He robbed us of a wonderful comedian.
All of us D2Ds out here.
D2D unit.
I would rather watch Mind of Mencia than the Joe Rogan experience.
DTD 12.
Absolutely. But like here's the thing too, like I could be completely wrong about this. And I've heard Tony, because I used to watch the show Kill Tony, like not religiously, but I'd pop in on. I never watch it anymore. I think it fucking sucks. It's so trite. It's so self-sucking.
How about Kilt Tony and he's Scottish?
Oh, you mean Colum? Colum is Kilt Tony.
Colum's Irish.
Oh, whoops.
But I could be wrong, but I know Tony has been self-deprecating about obviously looking gay, because how could you avoid that? But I never hear him make a joke about how shitty the show actually is.
Yeah.
Because just joke about how shitty your show is, because you make $1 million fucking dollars. So just be like, yeah, the show, I mean, it's not a real podcast. Like, whatever jokes you got to, or
wait,
maybe
Craig, I think he makes $1 million.
I've never once heard him make any sort of joke, and I could be wrong. Like I said, probably we have Sweeze, the encyclopedia here, so maybe he knows, but I've never heard Tony make a self-deprecating joke about how much Rogan has helped him.
Oh yeah, no,
which is his entire career.
But here's the thing: is he also tells a story to himself in every podcast about how long it took him to make it in comedy. He released a special like 7 years in. He got in the comedy store like 2 years in. It's like, but he's like, I had to struggle for so long, you know. And it's just like,
he's literally comedian wise. He's He was fast tracked on a stand-up standpoint from the beginning. You could even argue that maybe he has a normal trajectory of a good stand-up comic.
Yeah.
And with what he's done with Kill Tony, he's living a life from comedy that barely anybody will ever see that success. And he's just like, yeah, I deserved it. It just took a long time.
That's the thing is like he already fucking he yeah.
That does. Okay, so I will say this: that I've been thinking lately that. Okay, this is gonna sound manic. This is gonna sound like a manic thought. We don't know the true power of the human mind. We don't know what we've not proven our minds fully. Still, there is something about mindset that I think it contributes a lot to success. So I do think that if you truly believe, just like tell yourself that this is going to happen, that I will succeed.
Yeah.
Like, and you can like create that reality in your mind. Then like reality itself will start to reflect that. But
I completely agree with that, but it's like you do that, and I do that too, and I'm like, yo, like it's kind of douchey, but I'll be like, yo, I'm actually like I'm good at what I do. I think I can make like a really successful living from this. But the turn is once I get $1 million, I'm like, holy shit, I was lying to myself. I did not know this shit was gonna happen. This is fucking amazing. And Tony doesn't have that. He's like, no, I'm gonna wait until I get $1 billion, which I also deserve.
I'm the first billionaire podcaster.
Dalton is the first.
That's true.
Yeah. So I'm looking at Tony's IMDb. He had a writing job on a Comedy Central show 3 years after he moved to LA. Like that's such a fast rise. But he's like, I had to struggle longer than anybody that anyone's ever met.
He's very, very self-important. Everything going on with him is a huge deal. And that's where you get, I'm going to spill the beans on these motherfuckers because whatever story he's going in there to tell, he doesn't realize how important he's made it in his mind because it's about him. Like in his mind, Bert and Tom, the story is as crazy to them as it is to him. Right. He doesn't realize that not everybody gives as much of a fuck about himself as he does.
Yeah. He must just be like a fucking, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him. I think at the end of the day, it's just crazy to be a roast guy and good at like cutting others down, but just have no self-criticism, it feels like, or at least like self-awareness on any level.
Zero.
Yeah. But it works.
What do you say, guys? Is this one in the books?
Well, I was gonna say, well, Crack, to your point, we'll wrap this up soon. But the fact that you have that thought that I will succeed, but then if I, when I do, I'll be like, this is crazy. I didn't actually think this could happen. The fact that you have that little bit of self-doubt, that's even different than what I'm talking about. I'm talking about full-on psychotic delusion. I'm talking about which works, like the kind of person
it does.
The kind of person who truly believes like I will, not only will I succeed, I deserve it. I'm special. And they just are like singularly focused and just believe this reality they've constructed in their mind. And then it just ends up happening. Like they do actually do it.
I think there's a lot to that.
Yeah.
Can you read Raphael's comment? Not his latest one, but the one before about Sweeze.
Sweeze's quadrant keeps getting darker and darker. Soon he disappeared in nothingness before.
I didn't know. I have a ring light, but I didn't want to make myself poop.
Someone went back in time and fucked Sweeze's mom, like in Back to the Future.
His quadrant.
I'm in his mom's area right now.
Oh my God, Dalton.
Oh
69 viewers.
Hell yeah,
man.
Yeah, maybe we will. Maybe we're just not mature enough yet, but we will have to eventually all just completely reckless, abandon, just be retarded to the point where we think we're more important.
We're not already doing that.
No, we have humility.
Yeah, that's why these guys get faint. Like I think the
humility.
Okay.
Okay.
New rule: sit down.
I mean,
Be humble.
look.
Be humble.
This
Damn.
podcast. This show.
I love myself. I love new rules.
This show is better than almost every other podcast for sure. And we
Except for Club Random.
I agree with that, and we're just getting started.
And we're just getting started. We've proven many minds, but we've also proven that it doesn't take much to create the greatest podcast of all time.
Yeah,
that all these other shows it's just like ornaments and dressing up and flair and spectacle. They got all these nice studios or whatever, and look at us. Look at us. We're so good at this that we're doing it. It's lo-fi, bare bones setup. We don't have access to all that goofy shit. And this is a head and shoulders better than everything.
I love that you're saying this right after talking about being delusional about your success.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I am manifesting our success.
Yeah, Dalton is trying to take the first step right now, and us retardedly successful.
Okay, I didn't mean to cut you down. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm saying that we are making the greatest podcast of all time.
Yeah, starting right now, we're the best.
Yes.
And let's just live like
that. Drew Huntley for $2 says, "Can we get Sumo appearance before the end?"
Is Sumo around?
We're Sumo. Go get Sumo.
We'll end the show on Sumo.
Well, yeah.
Bring up his screen. I want to see what's going on in that room.
Okay. Oh yeah.
My titties! You gave me a purple nurple.
Wait, how do you do that?
That's RG.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there he is.
Hell yeah. Oh.
Sumo.
Hey, buddy.
7-year-old.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a heckin' doggo.
I love dogs.
So cuddly.
Dude, I love dogs.
He's getting a haircut next week. He has to get a haircut more than I do. And I mean, the last time I was on a job interview, this guy said, "Who gave you a haircut?" He thought I was Amish. And I'm like, oh man, I should have worn my beanie or something.
Yeah, you do have sort of like a
Jeffrey, that's another bean.
Like a like Jeffrey Combs and the Frighteners kind of haircut right now.
Yeah.
Somebody got that. Somebody got that reference.
Hey, he's fucking Jeffrey Comb over.
Yeah, I'm just down bad all the time.
No, Sweeze, I'll tell you a couple good things about you. The bad is obvious, but the good, you have a great smile, and you also have a very nice beard. I'm jealous of your beard abilities.
I can see why fat girls like you. Broseph Smith for $2 says Sumo.
I'm just a really nice guy, and sometimes I overexert myself in comments on the internet to where it's like I do go manic all the time.
Brother, you don't need to plead your case with us. Yeah, you're already in.
Sweet,
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
You're a fucking real one, dude. I mean, you're a friend of us, friend of the show, friend of all podcasts.
You're also remarkably more very nice and down to earth, and I wasn't quite sure what I was gonna get with the Sweeze experience, but you've been a really sweet guy.
Could have been a disaster, but
I really was expecting a much fatter guy, honestly.
Yeah.
And I was also expecting a black scent and shades.
Yeah.
Sumo.
Yeah. Oh, but you have a dog. That's
please
awesome.
super chat for Sumo.
But no, all three of you guys, I really look up to as far as what you guys have been doing. I appreciate this having me on to talk about everything, and this has just been a great experience. And I'm going to continue, even if it's to the people in county jail and I'm having to recap all the pods. You guys have always been at the top because Skankfest South Loud Boys was an experience that my brother talks about while he's going through jail and shit.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
Sumo trying to sneak.
That's one way to describe it. It was certainly an experience.
You know what? I say us at Skankfest is like a movie that bombed but developed a cult following, like Freddy Got Fingered or something.
Look, here's the thing
more
about
like The Room.
That show. Honestly, yes, it is kind of like The Room, but I mean I
blame Figs. I mostly blame Figs.
Hi, Mike.
That actually might have been.
Hi, Mike. Hi, Kurt.
But I'll say so. That show was at least of everything that was going on at that festival, unique. No one else was doing it like we did it.
Now I'm banned.
Yeah, now you're banned. But that was a fun experience, and it is like I think it solidified us.
Yeah.
In the
and I got to do the roast
here.
battle, so I got to like not feel like I just bombed the whole thing.
Yeah, I do blame Figs.
I literally blame Figs. He like came in there and just started screaming and talking too much.
Because Figs had like puppy energy on stage, and then we all just kind of latched onto that.
Yeah,
and then,
taking off your shirts.
By the time Kurt came on stage, I was like, "This is not Kurt's bag, baby."
Oh, behave. Figs, oh, behave.
Yeah.
It was that day Kurt just he was like, maybe I'll go into politics. Like he was like just a bunch of I remember he's like, what is this show? You guys just drink?
Yeah.
Chants, yeah, lots of chants.
Well, yeah, because I think he's used to like doing shows where he like makes points and talks about things, and I don't think we finished a single sentence.
We didn't even ask him we didn't get to our topics, like what kind of beans are there.
Yeah. What are some other
I gotta
beans?
run.
Lima?
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll stay for the beans. Lima, jelly, birdie,
jelly beans are good.
Birdie bots every flavor.
Thank you for staying for this, by the way.
Beans, I can't leave.
Coffee.
Beans from Even Stevens.
Oh, coffee. You know what? That's a good bean. That counts.
Yeah, like Mocha Joe's beans.
Yeah.
It's bean.
Yeah.
Karen Bean.
Oh, beans. Yeah, from Even Stevens.
Yeah.
Beans.
Yeah.
Beansy Gata from The Sopranos.
Yeah,
Beanie Siegel.
Beanie Siegel.
Robert
gives two animals.
Oh, Beanie Feldstein, Jonah Hill's cousin.
Oh yeah, Beanie. Yeah, she got kicked out of Funny Girl, more like Fat Girl. All right, Robert Gibson for $2 says, "Who wants to see Dalton selling T-shirts again?"
Oh yeah, Robert and I are working on some shirts.
We need Crowder Boys shirts.
I enjoyed my call with Bob Gibson earlier.
Pronto. There's also
cocoa beans. Yeah. That's Robert. Cocoa bean, vanilla beans.
Love how this is the happiest you sounded all show, Dalton.
Yeah, because you know what? I was focused on savory beans. I haven't even considered sweet beans.
Jelly beans is the first bean I said.
Yeah, that's true. And but I was totally missing cocoa, vanilla.
What about edamame? That's a bean.
Edamame, that's a great one.
Human beans.
Human beans.
Being
there, done that. Being there, done that.
Yeah.
Benjamin Franklin.
Oh yeah, bean caught stealing.
The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
What about the Curious Case of Benjamin Bussin?
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
The Black Eyed Peas.
Is that a bean though?
Yeah, Black Eyed Peas are beans.
They're peas.
Oh, they're beans.
Folks, are peas beans?
First of all, also peanuts aren't nuts; they're legumes.
That's true. Oh, green beans. Yeah, I mean, how did I miss that? Green.
You know
beans?
what?
I hate green beans.
I think peas might be beans.
Are peas beans?
Sumo, what do you think?
You should. Here. Let me look that up.
Fava.
Yeah. I did not do my research of beans before this. Yeah.
Fava de morning to bean.
Fava de morning to bean.
Beanbag chairs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh wasabi, like those little like wasabi bean things.
It says here that peas are legumes.
Corn dog says lesbians.
Me.
Oh wait, but it says here in general peas are a subtype of bean.
Oh, it's a sub bean.
Oh, it's okay. So it's a sub bean.
I hate when I forget my bean types.
Yeah. Oh, string beans. Yeah, that's
soybeans.
How can we forget soybeans?
Hummus is a bean, right? Chickpeas.
I guess if peas are a subtype of bean, then hummus, ergo ipso facto, hummus is a bean.
So in that case,
garbanzo beans.
If peas are beans, then like watching your P's and Q's.
Hold on, guys. Sumo's rolling around.
I don't know if he can take all this bean talk, man.
It's not for everybody.
Hey, folks, welcome to Bean Talk. We're talking beans.
If you can't stand the bean, get out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Get out of the can.
If you can't stand the beans, get out of the can. Oh yeah, Francis Bean Cobain. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Kobe Bean Bryant.
Cat Toe Bean says Broseph Smith. Yes, Kobe Bean Bryant.
Crack.
That was a slam dunk.
Yes. That was I fired the chopper on that one.
Hold on. Let's think of a few more beans.
Imagine if I like came out at like an arena with like a Kobe Bryant jersey on and my dick out.
Dude, that sounds fucking radical and like.
Would I be a
upsetting.
generational comic?
Yeah, you'd have my respect. There's only like 100, and like guys like that,
Would you guys rather watch The Amazing Racist or the Amazing Race?
Oh my, Amazing Race 100 times. That show's actually kind of fun. Even when I was in middle school, I was like, this sucks about The Amazing Race.
Oh, pinto beans. How did I forget that? Lentils.
Yeah. What about the beans at Chipotle?
Yeah, pinto. They have pinto and black beans.
Black.
And it's funny because blacks drive pintos.
Yeah.
I've heard that the black beans, even though they're only 14% of the beans, they're actually responsible for all the crimes, which are farts.
Let's see. Great Northern beans, cannellini beans,
non-binary,
kidney beans. What's some other? Oh, mung beans. We totally left out mung beans.
Draymond bean,
cranberry beans. Oh, I've seen these before. Also known as borlotti beans. Okay, yeah. Navy beans, of course. Red beans, pink beans.
Brian Red Bean,
yeah.
$2. Huntley says Sumo's a good boy. Thank you, Sumo.
Adzuki beans.
Freaked out in a while, so this is amazing.
I gotta run, guys, for real.
Okay,
well, folks, we just spilled the beans
on these motherfuckers.
Before we leave, Sweeze, is there any upcoming
beam me up, Scotty? Shout out to Pat DeRose in the chat.
Sweeze, is there any upcoming plugs, any shows, any like comedy clubs you're starting? Any
Oh yeah, that's right.
Perk 30, Papa Bean.
Perk 30.
We on an ultralight bean. We on an ultralight bean.
Basically, I'm just on X and Instagram. TSWEEZE. Some dude offline told me that I should go to an open mic this week, so stay on the lookout for that. I might be going up and embarrassing myself, but I do that every night. So
you look a little bit like a young Tom Segura.
Oh, that is great. I've always gotten Chris Farley's dad.
2 beans, 1 can.
Like, where's those pants size? I'm like, oh, this is great. So, yeah, Fat Tom Segura, I would totally take. Thank you guys. But no, I don't got a lot going on. I appreciate inviting me on. Thank you both. Thank you all, actually.
I think that one did it. I think I'm actually retarded now.
Oh my god! I did not expect to kill that.
Oh shit!
I think that's as far as we can go.
2 beans, 1 can really got me.
So Sweeze is on X at T Sweeze. Great follow. I recommend following T Sweeze to everybody, but don't follow him if you're not ready for real opinions.
Yeah,
I will spiral down 3 times a week, but I'm okay at the end of the day. I'm going to be good.
And Lewis,
I think it's healthy.
Open challenge to debate my ban in the arena of ideas.
Oh, your fingernails dirty.
Yeah, it is. Sorry.
You clean them things, you little monster.
I know.
Dirty fingernail
little monster.
Yeah, that sounded sexual.
Robbie, you're a little monster.
Thank you. That's what Lady Gaga calls her fans.
You actually got cuter to me because I saw your dirty fingernails and it makes me feel like you're a man, a masculine man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Again,
unless you've just been digging in your booty.
I get in the mud. No, this is dirt. Dirt Nowitzki.
Mm-hmm.
God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt.
That's true. Into the flood again. Same old I was back then.
There.
Yeah, I could.
So I went and spilled the beans.
So I went and spilled the beans.
Mr. Bingle.
Mr. Bingle.
All right, guys. It's been great. Sweeze, do you have anything else that you want all of the people out here to know?
Don't believe all the rumors. If you have any questions
that's a great first thing to come to your mind when you have to tell people,
including your own rumors.
Yeah, Thunder only happens when it's raining.
Oh,
I'm a real person. I'm
genuine. Mad Max.
Please reach out if you have any questions. I'll answer anything you have. So,
Sweeze, I have no doubt in my mind that your future is very bright. On a real note, we've made some jokes. We've had some
so bright we gotta wear shades.
That's right, and we do pray for for Swizzle, and we hope he gets out soon. We hope he stops drinking the hooch and he sees the light. And yeah, Sweeze, you're the man. Thank you for
you're
coming
great,
on
Sweeze.
and having a good time with us. We'll have to have you back sometime.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, look forward to what the Crowder Boys is going to become because it's amazing. So
we're gonna name so many more beans.
Yeah, we're gonna think of so many more beans. We're just getting started, dude. The beans have yet to be spilled.
Yeah.
Oh, you got another super chat.
Last one, $2. Sweeze killed it. Says Haiche Mishima.
Dude, everybody loves
Maher.
Sweeze. Everybody
Misha
loves
Maher.
Sweeze.
I'm a man amongst legends, so
Oh,
appreciate
thank
everything.
you. All right, I think we did verbal violence today.
You guys proved my mind.
All right.
Proven minds and spilled beans.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Peace.